Oh man, peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings, man. Okay. Mm, just getting myself situated. Before we get on this spiritual talk, sometimes you gotta get ready for this. You know what I mean? This is heavy stuff, but they say this is heavy, man. This ain't might make people comfortable or uncomfortable. But as long as it's real shit, man, that's all like the only thing I care to deal with. So we definitely gonna get into this, giving everybody time to get situated as well as myself, before we get these wheels turning. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's about to get real personal, but it's all out of love, though. It's all stuff that we all deal with, but some people don't want to be real with. But the spiritual journey, man, is a blessing, even though you feel like it's a curse, man. But it's a good thing. But we definitely gonna build on it. It's a lot of things we're gonna touch base on. Like I said, man, these things that we go through. Um, these are things that's meant to happen to the chosen. You know what I mean? I know it feel lonely. I know we feel lost and shit like that, but it's needed. You never know how to relate to somebody unless you go through it yourself. You see what I'm saying? So that's the main thing. But we definitely, me and the wife, we definitely gonna when she come up here and something to get myself, she getting herself situated. But this spiritual journey, it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. And I'm gonna tell you, like I keep telling y'all, Mexico didn't mess me up like I thought it did. Mexico just aligned me. And I didn't understand that because anything different, you know what I mean? It's it's new. So once you get the understanding of the transition or understanding what it's for, then you have a better, oh should I now understand? But at first I'm like, what? Why I'm going through this? Why I'm feeling like this? You know what I mean? Not being aware. You know what I mean? A lot of things come from not being aware. And then when you start being aware, now you got a better understanding. You know what I mean? So we got one right here. Oh, hey, babe. What we
Wait,
talking
wait.
about?
Can you hear
I make
me?
sure my shit is up. Yeah, I hear you.
All right. I had to. I was having some difficulties in here, so I had to log in from the phone because the computer is acting weird.
They be doing that shit.
I took out the headset, but then I couldn't hear anything. So whatever. Hold on. I'm just putting my headphones in. Give time for people to come into the room.
Let me my Bluetooth.
Only thing I might do, I might drop down real quick so I can share this on. I think I'm gonna drop back so I can share it on Facebook real quick.
Whatever you did, it made it a lot louder.
Huh?
Whatever you did, it made it a lot louder.
Oh, I put my headphones in.
Yeah.
So how do I do this? Because I ain't been up here in so long.
Me either. That's why I'm still learning. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's all right.
I'm connected, but I don't hear it through the thing. We disconnected.
Yeah, go ahead. If I drop down, I'll be back. I'm about to try something real quick. Are you talking? Because I don't hear you.
No, I'm not talking until
Oh,
I get
oh,
this. It says it's connected for calls and audio. Fuck it though. All
I'll be right back, babe. Because I have to remove myself to share it real quick.
right, do you think I'm just
Oh,
gonna be
matter of fact, hold
talking?
on. I could probably go on my other device.
Yeah, man. This live, man, that we have it. This is just I could say a pre warm up what we gonna do later on tonight and shit like that. And I know we make a lot of I don't want to say promises because there's nothing written in stone, but we do make a lot of um things to ourselves or even to you guys saying that, oh yeah, I'm gonna start doing more lives, I'm gonna start doing more things, and I know you don't see it. You like, damn, what the fuck this motherfucker just said? You know what I mean? But real shit though, I definitely got to get more in tune with doing this because what first thing first, right? When I went to Mexico, that was it was an experience that I didn't expect to experience. Like I thought I was gonna go there to be myself. You see what I'm saying? Like do whatever I like always been doing. You know what I mean? Live how I always live. You know what I mean? It was different because America has a different rule, like a different rules. I never lived in an environment where culture was the rule. You see what I'm saying? So like living in Mexico, it wasn't based off mostly like words or financial things. It was mostly off energy. So if you're a good person and you live in this environment, you're going to get, I guess, better things coming to you because of your energy, because of the person you are. And if you're a bad person, you know what I mean? So I never lived in a place where your energy was recognized. In America, it's mostly your financial or your looks is recognized. So sometimes you can get overshadowed because even though you're a good person, you might not have the same um financial gains or you might have the same things like that. So sometimes you're not maybe looked at, you know what I mean? But when you go to a different country and your money and your looks ain't number one, I mean it plays a part, but it's not like what everybody cares about. It's mostly how you take care of your family, how you take what so those things is like morals overrides worldly things, you know what I mean? Like laws override worldly things, you know what I mean? And here it's like we have laws but they're so worldly that it's hard to live by because I'm not a worldly person. So over there is like spiritual laws. Over here is worldly laws. So the laws are needed, but just like helping people comes with a I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird. Just weird. So you know what I mean. So I don't know, man. It just be different. It just even when I took that DMT really put the icing on a cake. That DMT really like was like, you know what I mean? That was like the wow. That was the most. I'm gonna tell you something, right? When I don't want to fast forward, but I just want to let you know that the moral. It's hard to go. It's hard to talk to God and then go back and live with the devil, man. That shit is hard. It was hard to have a one-on-one with him. Like, yo, what you want me to do? He's like, yo, I want you to do this. All the shit you learning, man, that shit has nothing to do with me. All that shit you think you're trying to learn and do, that shit has nothing to do with me. You know what has to do with me? You doing better has everything to do with me because you come from, you know what I mean? So you make me happy, not the information you learning about me. You can learn everything about me and still be the same nigga you are. So how about you stop listening to all that information and do what's inside of you that I put there. Because I put that in you. All the gifts, talents, talking, walking style, fight, all that I gave you. Use it. Use it. I'm like, God, man. You gave me a lot. So you shouldn't be worried. I gave you more than enough. So why are you complaining? That was a lot. I'm like, what? And then you see me back here, boom, and now the world's like, give me like the world is just like, you supposed to do this. I'm like, oh, I just talked to the big homie. He didn't say that. I just talked to him. He didn't. I was just saying. Everybody said, "Yo, I know God. Call him right now. Call him. See if you call him. Call him. If you got his number right now, because I want. It's not. I don't want to hear what. I just want to hear what he tell you. So I want to know if that's God or not telling you. I want to know who you talking to. Based on what you tell me after you have a conversation with him, lets me know who you talking to. Because I can tell love or judge after the conversation. So who you talking to? It's hard to talk to God and come back and live with the demons, man. It's hard. It was easy because I didn't even know I had these demons. I didn't even know they was like, I knew they was there, but we was kind of cool a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? It was easy. Like now it's like, now you gotta get rid of all them niggas. Like, damn. Because all the things that I'm attached to have negative to it. At some way, some shape, some form. You love clothes too much. Why you love clothes too much? They don't do nothing for you. Other than keep you warm. Why you going crazy over clothes? You ready to kill a nigga over a pair of shoes. And you're smart. Oh, you going crazy. Oh, you going crazy over cars and all that material shit? Yeah, when you die, somebody's gonna get that. If you died right now in that house, somebody's gonna get that house. You're going crazy with something that somebody's gonna own. But me, yo, I'm a different person to die for or live for. So you gotta, I mean, so that should be deep. That should be deep when you see a whole, you know what I mean? I've seen shit that you would never. It wasn't even just I'm ready for whenever you are, babe. Just wait for you. Just talk about shit till you go. It's like I've seen shit on there spiritually. I mean, some shit that's like, I'm like, it make you believe in voodoo and shit. It make you believe in like, it make you really, you know what I mean? We live in it. You know what I mean? That's like going to Haiti and shit like that. And you see it for your, it's different when you say it or when you see it, it's different. Like, what? This shit exists? Nah, this shit is real. Hey, big.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I was waiting for like a couple of minutes while you was talking. I was in backstage or wherever they put you.
Yeah, I didn't see the thing pop up. Usually I see a one as a guest.
I was sitting there the whole time.
Yeah, I was wondering like, what the fuck? I didn't see it. It just popped up. Like, what the fuck? That's why I feel like, oh shit. I kept looking, but I didn't see it. That shit is different though, man. That shit is.
Yeah, I just the way I can explain. I want to tap a little bit about the plant medicine and the experience with the ayahuasca, because when you're already able to like tap into energy and you know, you just have these so-called spiritual gifts, doing that medicine and heightens that. So the way you might pick up bad energy on somebody, now you just see a straight demon. You know what I mean? So your eyes is pulled back so far. It's like it's almost scary with people.
Yeah.
And I think that was my biggest downfall, was I could already pick up energy on people, but that medicine just made you more in tune with that. And like you said, it's coming back to demons, but it's also, that's what it feels like. Like you see things more clear than maybe you want, and it's uncomfortable.
What the rate is.
It's very uncomfortable. So it's not a bad thing. It's just you're used to one way, and being enlightened in a whole different way can throw you off. It don't matter if you in Mexico or not. It's that plant medicine and that experience with that holds a lot of weight. Like, I don't know, it makes you uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable. Even to do this live makes me uncomfortable, because the fact that a lot of people that was in Mexico that were people of color that looked like us wasn't good people. So
Fuck
those
them.
same people are listening to your lives. Those same people are like, damn, what they, and I know people are going to do it just to be nosy, just to try to analyze and judge whatever we're saying. Well, they shouldn't have did this and that. And it's like, you can feel it. And sometimes I don't even want to expose myself, but at the same time, like you said, if you're not fulfilling your gift and doing what you're supposed to do, that's gonna hurt you.
Fucking
Fuck what
right.
they looking at, you know what I mean? Fuck, they people gonna judge anyway, whatever. But it's like, so that's why I be a little cautious sometimes, because it's like I can feel when people hop on my shit, because your energy is so in tune now. It's like making fake pages, just doing weird stuff just to watch you, just to see. And it's like, damn. But then you got to flip it and be like, okay, well, I must be that powerful. I must be somebody if people go that hard to come in and listen and
Facts.
be in tune. You know what I mean? So I try to take it a different way. But it's just, to me, it's a bit uncomfortable.
Just going to the store, get a lighter.
Yeah.
That shit ain't nothing to play
To
with.
me, it was just a little uncomfortable. So just learning how to, it's like you got these new gifts and skills and you're trying to figure out, it's just, you got to get used to it. That's all.
It's hard to get used to something that makes you uncomfortable, and you have to learn like how to get comfortable being uncomfortable, because this transition is, it's all about uncomfortableness. Like, I mean, when we moved to Mexico, that transition was so uncomfortable because of the heat, because of the people, because of the food, because of a lot of things. But once you can see good in certain things, you can get through, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? So like, that's what I have to see even living here, because there's so much negative here that it's hard sometimes to see the good here. But it is a lot of good here. So my brain has to adjust to the good, because you know what I mean? It's a lot of, I'm visualizing a lot of the negative, but I'm overlooking a lot of positive it too. You know what I mean? Because I'm comparing it at the same time. But it's a lot. It's a lot here. You know what I mean? It's a lot here. I'm just not connected with it. But it's a lot here though. I'm just not connected with it.
People are such hypocrites because, like I said, people wait. And I know people want to watch this and be like, well, they shouldn't have left. And I'm like, but y'all the same motherfuckers that's over there being devilish. Y'all the same people that's over there using your own people. Y'all the same people over there, you know, just, you're still in Babylon mentally. You're just in a nice place doing it. You see what I'm saying? But they'll sit there and be like, well, you shouldn't have, not even knowing where we're at, not even knowing what we're doing. And it's like, I don't know, just like that situation the other day. And I told you, I was like, yeah, babe, so and so reached out. And I didn't want to reach back out because I already knew what it was. And he was like, well, you got to do it anyway, just to be, you know what I mean? And I did. I did what you told me to do, but it was exactly what I knew it was. You see what I'm saying? And I'm
I
just not
know.
going to allow those entities to come into my space and think that you can occupy it. I don't want to hear no sad story. I don't want you asking me for nothing because you've already revealed yourself. So you can't put a suit back on and zip it up and try to, nah, you already presented yourself.
Yeah, you already showed me who you are.
Now, maybe before that plant medicine, I might be naive to be like, oh, maybe. But when you have that experience, you can't. You can't. You cannot put a suit back on and try to disguise yourself or who you truly are.
People gonna try it because they think they can infiltrate, or they think they can manipulate. Because it still works for them, it just won't work for you. That's all. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, it's so much information that we haven't shared with you guys as far as our experience. There's so much information as far as just life, financial, investing,
You got me like,
property, land. Like, it's so much stuff that we haven't shared because I guess we just want to, we're not moving off of impulse anymore. It's more like when the time is right, if that makes any sense, instead of just like trying to put everything out there just to get some feedback from it or just to let you guys know what's going on. Because I've had people message me just to be nosy and was like, where are you guys? Are you guys still? And I'm like, nah, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. I could be on a cloud in heaven right now and I'm still not going, I'm not. Because I feel like if the people that's reaching out, being nosy, trying to figure out where we at, if we was already cool like that, you would know where I'm at because we would conversate.
that's a fact.
People that you really fuck with, you conversate from time to time. How you doing? How's the kids? You wouldn't just do it randomly just to be nosy because it's like, are they still here? Okay, they went back. Well, where are they at? Like, we must be somebody because people try to keep tabs on you. But the devil, when he ain't got you, he try to go after you and he'll use people to do it. He'll use people to do it.
Whatever he got to
But
do.
But I was telling them when you got out the car, I said there's so much information that we have besides just Mexico, like just a lot of information. you know, that we just haven't put out there yet, because it's like you don't want to, you just want to move when you feel comfortable and not just trying to like put everything on the internet, I guess.
And it's a lot of things that we've been through that we just don't talk about because I mean we are going to talk about it, you know what I mean? Because we know it can help somebody else going through what they go through. You see what I'm saying? That's the whole point of experiencing things. So you can help another person that's experiencing get through it better because you have information on it. You know what I mean? So we definitely going to give you. But the thing moving to Mexico, I thought people was moving to Mexico, especially black people. I thought they was moving to run away from America. That's what I'm thinking. And a lot of people did, you know what I mean? But what they did was they used they same. It's like it's like going around a whole bunch of white people, right? And you see that taking they're taking like they're doing medicine, right? They taking this medicine, and then I go around a whole bunch of black people, and I take that same information these white people are doing, and I'm using it against my own people. So it feels like a whole bunch of black people was using the white man's hustle against the Mexicans. You see what I'm saying? And it was like, damn, that's weird because you was complaining about the white man hustle, but then you're gonna use that same white man hustle against the niggas that's trying to get away. You know what I mean? So it was like they couldn't use that same mentality because the white man had control of it. But since there's no control with white people there, it's like, well, I can do it. You know what I mean? So they'll open up different yogas. They open up different things. They know but their intent of them opening it up ain't for like to give people natural healing. Like, nah, you got to pay $200. It's like, what? That's American prices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like Mexicans don't even pay those prices. Those are so why are you making American prices for Mexican? And it was just like weird. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, what the fuck? So it was just a lot of weird shit. So I had to learn like. So because people run away don't mean they have the same intentions of running away. You ran away for a whole different reason. You just didn't know it until you got to the plantation. I mean, to a different, you know what I mean? To a different place. So it was like, all right, boom, now I know I ran away. So I started judging the other ones that ran away because I thought we was all on the same accord. I even looked at them higher than me, like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, but then when I actually seen you that's why I say you never know person till you live with them, yo. And then you get around these people, it's like, nah. But then when you see them on YouTube and shit like that, you think we seen some people that was on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or you might see a couple of people, you know what I mean? You might see people like, oh shit, they living or whatever, and you go see them for their self. You
They
like,
was in our
damn,
house. There was people in our house, and I'm like, we've had conversations. I ain't gonna put nobody business out there, but I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, funny as hell. But it's not my place to drop nobody's name. I'm not going to do that for no attention or no clout because I feel like the universe already see you for who you are anyway. And I got to be humble to do that because I be wanting to expose people. But I'm like, the universe going to do it in a way that's going to get across to people the right way. If I do it, it's going to be like, oh, you know what I mean? But the universe going to put it, it's going to get across to how it need to be. Like, for instance, right? It's like, in slavery, it's like you had the ones that would run, right? And you're like, oh, they're running for freedom. And, you know, some they would come back and help the other slaves. But imagine a slave running, but he just runs to start his own plantation because he likes the feel of what the white man has. So you have a lot of people with that mentality. And it don't matter if you outside the country or not. But like I said, we never seen it the way we seen it.
Yeah.
So as much it was a beautiful experience and just meeting the people over there. And one thing I advise people, if you leave the country, get to know the people that live around you.
Locals.
Like the locals. Don't try to just go on Facebook and be like, oh, where's the other expats and the other. I mean, I'm not saying you won't find good people, but you're going to get your money's worth and your soul's worth if you really get to know the locals. And but a lot of people don't do that. They go because it's cheap. They can do different things they can't do over here. Because I'm telling you, your bank account and just your spirit might be broken because there's some people over there. It blows my mind to even think about it.
I advise everybody to get cool with the people that lived there before the other people did. Like, get cool with the locals, man. Get cool with That's why we didn't want to live where tourists like. We wanted to
that's
live
where they were trying to put us.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they was. And I'm like, yo, this is like the same houses I was on YouTube. You know what I mean? But guess what? We found a person that was from here. That wasn't from it, but they've been there more than 10 years. The person that experienced been there, person that wasn't They had the Mexican mindset. They didn't have like an American mindset to hustle you. They had like, all right, boom. Now don't get it wrong, they still gonna eat because you know what I mean. But it was different. Like it was different. The people there, I look at Mexicans totally different. Totally different. I have way more respect for them. I have way more love for them. I have way more understanding for what they've been from dealing with them and them dealing with me in the best manner. And it wasn't no aggravation. It was like, "Damn, this motherfucker don't speak no English." It wasn't like, "Oh man, a whole bunch of Americans over here." It was none of that. It was like, "Yo, you black." It was like this. How I felt. I felt like a person. Imagine a whole bunch of black people, but they are off breed. And then when a real black person come, they recognize you for the original. Like, oh shit, the original nigga around. You know what I mean? That's how it feels. Like they know that you are a black man, but they honor that you are one. So because they look at it black different. They look at black like, I don't know. They don't look at it like we do. Like we black and we don't even honor it the way other races honor us as being black. And it's weird. It's like, what? It's different. It's different. I gotta change that damn battery in there too.
What battery?
For that damn smoke alarm. So I hear that motherfucker in the back. Like, oh,
For
I be hearing that
in the
shit when I be
house?
yeah, I be hearing that shit when I'm gaming too in the earphones. When I play it back, you hear it. It ain't loud
Oh
because the
shit.
door closes shit. It's faint. But since I know the house, you know what I mean? But yeah, that shit's different.
I'll grab one today.
Mexico, man, really showed me how to live peacefully. I'm gonna tell you something. When they teach you in school, people, places, and things, that shit you will never understand it until you experience it. But you have experienced it because a lot of people have went to their grandma's house. You know your grandma's house was way different than your mom's house. You know your grandma's food, the company she kept was way different than what your mom kept. And sometimes that environment was way different. It gave you different structure. So you can tell just being at your grandma's house or just being at certain other people's houses can give you more structure than your home can. So just imagine going to a place where the whole state is like that. Different, totally different. Where men have to stand up while the women sit. I didn't even know this. Nigga, I'm sitting down. Oh, let me sit down. But then I had to look around like, hold on. I'm the only man sitting down. Let me stand the fuck up. They didn't even tell me. They didn't even be like, look at this nigga sitting. They just said eating. You got to learn your own. I did. And I wasn't ignorant. I wasn't like, man, fuck that. My legs hurt just like her. Like, nope. I adapted. That's what you're supposed to do. People can adapt, so they rather leave. Or some people adapt in the wrong way. They adapt the wrong way because there's people down there right now. They living down there. They're adapting, but they not adapting. They adapting though. They I can't. I ain't for the fact they're adapting.
I mean, a
They
lot of
living.
people don't realize when you a lot of us here lack respect. So when you go over there, you have to have a certain amount of respect for the land and not just look at it like a cheap massage and cheap food and cheap beer or whatever it is you're going over there for. So a lot of people are not going to get the same experience. They're going to get the same experience they would have in America, just cheap because they don't even know what the land is and what the land brings. You know, I've seen people do ayahuasca and then a couple days later they still drinking alcohol. I've seen people go and pocket medicine and not even, and I'm thinking to myself, that's a disrespect because this ceremony is very sacred. So to halfway participate in something is to me like a disrespect. So it made me reevaluate a lot of shit. And to this day I'm still processing stuff. That's why I'm very mindful of when I do put a video out, I never try to put a video out like, well, come to me and I'll try to help you heal. No, I'm trying to get you to understand that you have it in you to heal yourself. And there's so many things you can do with so many people you can learn from. And if you do go to Mexico, it's trust me, it's somebody's grandmother that can come over and bring some type of herb or something to you that you wouldn't be able to get nowhere else. So I just try to get people to understand the strength that's within them and not make it seem like, well, because of my experience, I can heal you. You got to heal yourself. You can't heal nobody else. And you got a lot of false prophets that are claiming that regardless where they're at in this world. And I don't agree with that.
That's the way the world is, man.
I don't agree with it. But the experience was just it's just a lot. Even like sitting here, it's You'll hear me talk, but I'll be quiet because it's just something that's like, I don't want to say I don't deserve to hear the information, but it's just, if I don't feel like it's the right thing, I just won't say it. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know. I'm very cautious of just what I put out because your respect for everything is different, and your frequency and your energy is looked at on a different vibration than how I looked at it before we left. So I'll be very mindful of what I put out.
You gotta be. Your energy, man, is so important. You don't realize it until you see it. That I don't want to blame that experience. I just want to give thanks for the transition. Um, I looked at black people. I've been treated way bad in America by blacks, like jumped, beat up, robbed. It feels different when you get this a little treatment from people that's on your same frequency a little bit. You know, because you blame these people for not knowing. Like, man, you don't know no better. You know what I mean? You punch me in the face because maybe you have the devil in you, or all these excuses I give myself because of the world we live in. So whatever. But then when you go outside of my this world and you still see the same mentality, sometimes it starts to fuck with you. Like, damn, it's not a bad thing. With like I'm not judging us as people. I'm judging our mindset as people. You know what I mean? Because we are beautiful people. Black people, we're strong, we're athletic, we're very conscious, we're smart, we're very, oh man, we're creators of millions and so many things. It's just, how can we let a program get so much of our soul? You know what I mean? And it fucks with me. So when I went out here and I seen how Mexicans, man, short Mexican people and shit like that, was giving me a little bit more uh culture that was more organic than even the people that started the culture as us. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, like people gotta feel this shit. Like people got, you ever been to a pyramid? You ever been inside a pyramid? The energy, and even looking at it from a distance, if you feel like what? Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm watching this shit on YouTube. It's cool. Wow. But when I'm here walking up the steps, you don't only feel like the pyramid, you feel the history behind it. Like what? Like what am I stepping on? I step on street all the time. But this feels a little bit more, I don't know. I feel what? I feel like I'm stepping on 20 million years of stone. Like it doesn't it hits you different. When you see bananas growing and star fruit and mangoes and avocados and all these things growing with seeds. You're like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, but here they take everything. And it's like, what the fuck? They're not even taking nothing over there. They're not even like cutting the tree down. It just fucks you up. Fucks you up.
It's just a lot of false prophets. Like right now, I put a piece of the guys in the chat. I seen somebody drop down because I can see how many people's in the room.
Me too.
It just like my mom was always into the Bible, so she always tell me like about different things about God and everything. They tell you about false prophets because that's why a lot of people are hypocrites towards the church and religion and everything like that. But I guess, like I said, it's like, you know, we all talk about God and the devil, and it's like you just imagine wake up one morning and you actually see him at the foot of your bed. That shit is gonna, like, it's almost, it will put you in shock, and you can, I won't say you can't recover because there's nothing to recover from, but it's like you always knew God existed. You always knew that, you knew it, but when you actually see him or it or her or whatever at the foot of your bed, so that experience, like I said, I've always spoke highly of Black people.
Yeah.
And
always.
That experience was one of the worst experiences that I've had with Black people. I'm gonna be real. Like, and it just blows my mind. So there was a female that was a part of our, I won't say my circle, but she was around.
Soul Tribe.
And she was an ex sex worker, and she was there trying to heal with her and her baby and everything. So she took a liking to my husband's friend, and he was a really nice guy. Like, he was really a friend. Like, he would come over with his child. It's certain people that my husband still talks to that actually text him and say, hey, you know what I mean? So they took an interest in each other, and I'll let him break it down. But that was the worst fucking reputation that you could give as a Black woman, is what this woman did with this man. And it made me, and I wasn't even involved. I was just kind of like in the middle a little bit, because it was like, you know, he was a friend of ours and she was around the tribe, and they hooked. I don't know. It makes, you know what? It made me just really be disappointed. I'm gonna be real. Like, when you see like the Black woman, and it's not all Black women, but you just have to be mindful of the head wraps and the crystals on the forehead. You got to be mindful of the sage spray. You got to be mindful the same way people like, you got to be cautious what church you go to. You have to be that way. And I hate to say it, because I've never seen anything like that. I know you guys are like, what is she talking about? But I've never seen anything like that in my face. That's why I say, when you actually see the devil or see God on the side of your bed, your whole shit will change. The way you breathe, the way you do everything. And their situation is funny now when we talk about it, but that was the most disgusting situation, because this was his first experience dating a Black woman, and a Black woman from America, and it was the worst experience that he had. It was the worst experience that he had, because he came into the situation wanting to be a friend, very family oriented, bringing his son. So, and she wasn't on that type of time. I'm sorry. I'm not saying no names, but the people that's listening, y'all know, because I can feel when y'all come in and be nosy. But I'm like, yo, that was terrible, man. That's terrible. But we want to be, I'm a goddess. No. I'm about to just change my name, because even with the enlightenment I have, I don't even feel like I'm on that level to even put myself with that name. That's why people reinvent and they'll change their name and different things like that. So, no, these people were freaking sick. And these people were hosting events and writing books. And I just wasn't with it, because I've never been a follower. And that was a big thing when we went down there. You know, everybody was like, hey, join our group. Hey, come to this. Come. We was getting invited, and people was inviting us to different things. And then we met one lady, I think her and her husband was like into swinging. It was like weird shit. And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm very open-minded, but I'm not into weird shit, and I'm not a follower. So people knew the presence of me and my husband, but at the same time, we just wasn't on that type of time with people. It was the weirdest shit. It's not funny, babe. I think about that shit. Like, it's some sick ass people down there that's doing stuff. And like I said, I don't have to expose you, because you've already exposed yourself to the universe. So if I was in my ego, trust me, I'll be dropping names and pictures and websites. But by me being on a higher frequency, I know the universe sees you. So that's enough for me. But I'm gonna sip my tea. Sorry.
I mean, you see, you imagine. I mean, like, yo, it just. I mean,
it was a lot.
It was very. It was an eye opener to a lot of things, and even my experience, yo. I joined this Facebook group, right? Because I'm new. Like, this is just the beginning. This is only like 2, 3, no more than 4 months of me being out here. And I mean, they got this thing, Soul Tribe. I mean, they got not Soul Tribe, like whatever, Merida, you know what I mean? Whatever, like, where you at? So they, like, wherever you at in Mexico, they have a group. Like, you could be in New Mexico, and they have a New Mexico group for Blacks. So like New Mexico group for X-Backs, or it might be Guatemala groups for X-Backs. Wherever you go, there's always a group for people that's white, Black, whatever, X-Back, a person that's a tourist in this environment. So, since I'm in this environment, let me subscribe to the group that's in my area. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna subscribe to Merida. That's my group. So you know what I mean? I notice I'm very aware. It's male and female, but a lot more female is moving here. Don't take away that they still come off as goddesses, like the crystals, afros, short hair, garbs. This is more, you don't see no females like with twerking pages showing that. You don't see this. So in the mind, it's like, oh, these is conscious people. Doesn't matter, male, even the men. The men is like, they're not into looks, so you don't see like body pictures. You see mostly dudes like vegan or like overweight, but they're still like wearing their so they're like they're not into the world. So it's like, okay, this is a group that's into the mind, not the world. I post one picture, a couple pictures, but I posted one. I'm in the smoke shop and I'm smiling. Now I look at that one picture. Now I posted many other pictures, but this one picture gets a lot of likes. So I'm thinking to myself, already it's a flag. In my mind, flag, flag. Don't say nothing though. I just keep it pushing. Maybe I'm just egotistic. Maybe it's just my ego. Maybe it's really just the environment back. Maybe it's just like new people that's coming just liking it. Maybe it's just me. So then I say, let me ask a question. Since I'm getting so many likes, shouldn't be no bad to ask a comment. I'm comfortable a little bit. I said, why is there so many black women moving here without black men? Shit. I don't know why I asked that. I'm gonna tell you something. They told me to go back to America. Take all these things. They bashed me. And then at the end, this is what they say. I don't know why you came up here because you're married. What the fuck? That's anything to do with the question I asked you. What that has to do with anything? It's plenty of married. And you know what's fucked up? All the men that agree with me inboxed me. They never posted it on the page. They never said, yo, you right, brother. You should be asking. They never said that. They all went behind closed doors and asked. And that was another flag. Like, what the fuck? These men ain't speaking up. What the fuck? They bashed me. I mean, I'm not talking about 10, 15. I'm talking about at least 100 comments about go back. They even sent me pictures of signs. One was America and one was, and they told me to go back to America, nigga. Like, go back if you got those type of mentality. I'm thinking to myself, these are conscious queens and shit, conscious kings and shit, right? I got out that group. I ain't even stay in that motherfucker. Once you did that, it was already too many red flags anyway. I just tried to see how comfortable I get, so I asked questions. And guess what my fucking questions got me? I'm telling you, they was ready to kick me out of the group anyway, because even that one little question, that's when I knew, hold on. That's something right here. And then you start seeing like my man's Mexican dude. The black female, I guess he liked it her. She said, you know what? Let me give it a shot. Fuck it. He's not a bad looking dude. Good dude. He take her out to eat. Now he don't got a lot of money. I mean, he's a Mexican. First, she judged the area. Like, what? You got me here? What is this? One flag. Boop. Two, he bring his son with him. He's like, you bringing your child with you? He's like, damn, we're family oriented. This is what we do. We big on family. You know what I mean? Boom. She's like, nah, that's a dub. What? She just violated everything that he was trying to bring to the table, even when he had no money. Everything that he was bringing, it was so judgmental. And now he's looking at himself like, damn. But then he even said it like, yo, I was trying to be a friend to her. He said it like, yo, bro, I was trying to be a friend. That's why I wrote my son. I wasn't even trying, but she was looking at it like, oh, nah, like, I thought we was on a date. He was like, nah, I thought we was just on some friend shit. Fuck his whole mind. Now he's like, nah, like, you know what I mean? And this is the same one in the spiritual group. So he's walking with us, like in the spirit group. Like he's not outside, he's inside. Now he see the truth. Now he's like, nah, I'll just sell my little smoke to these niggas. Word, man. That shit fuck. Telling you, man, that shit, and it's sad because this is us. I'm thinking I'm putting you on. Like, yo, bro, I'm giving you some black female. He like, all right. She judging him, your son, your food, the place. Oh, it's like, damn. But you got them Mexican females down there, they appreciate that shit. That small little shit like that, a little taco stand, they appreciate that shit. Because that's what it's about, appreciation. Small things matter when you ain't got nothing.
And the thing about it's not the fact like just
And then
all
you go with your
Mexican.
baby, you go back with your baby dad. Cornball shit. They got your baby dad in what cornball shit. Got him down here shit. I don't care. Yo, then we see him.
It's funny because I was looking through my pictures and it's a picture we all at the table. He's sitting there, but and it's not the fact that it's like only Mexican women can appreciate. It's the fact that it's just sad when people just can't appreciate a good person.
That's it.
That's what it is. And it's sad. It's sadder because, and this is the thing, I'm taking the attention off the black church because a lot of people that are conscious now are against the black church. And there's nothing wrong with it because I'm not a church going person. Like I haven't been to church in years, but that's how I was raised. So a lot of the conscious people, didn't feel comfort in the church. That's why they're conscious. They are spiritual and all that. But yet, the same way you were a hypocrite to that, you're being a hypocrite in your own belief and the way you're living. So here you are, you meet this man that wants to be nice and treat you a certain way, and you turn around and just, so these devils are being exposed, and it's just sad because I've always been conscious and could pick up energy. You said something?
No, that's Ty calling.
Oh, I've always been
that's Ty calling.
I've always been able to like pick up, but just that was like, I don't know, it peeled my eyeballs back like so wide. And it's one thing to pick up energy on somebody, but like, damn, they don't seem right. But when you see like the actions play out, it's like, what? And we all in this group, like, this is weird. So I had to remove myself to the point where I blocked a lot of people. And then people that I did block, they'll make a new page. And not that they made a new page to come after me, but they just might have made a new page. So now, because they got a new page for their new business, now they can message me because the old one was probably blocked. And yeah, I'm still going to say, okay, whatever. But I don't know. I'm a loss for words for that. I'm at loss for that because, these are the same females that's online showing you how to juice and showing you how to do this and that. So you got to be careful who you following. And I wish people would stop doing that. You just follow yourself. You don't realize how powerful you are. I'm going to be honest with you. All this other shit and paying all these thousands of dollars to fly somewhere, I'm telling you, you can find all that within you. And this was something I knew. But at the same time, I had so much faith that, you can find good people. You can find good people. You can find good people that have good intentions for you, but you're going to have to look past the crystal and the head wrap and really dig deep to what type of person this is and who have you really healed. Like, I need to, you know what I mean? Don't just take that off face value. Like, I need to know, I need some evidence of this, you know what I mean? Before you take my time and my money.
That's why you gotta do your research and don't go at face value. Don't just because a person looks like where you want to go, don't mean they got there the same way you want to get there. Don't look at that shit and be like, oh shit, I wish I was like that. Because you never understand what they had to do to get there. So I'd rather you focus on understand you want to go there, but focus on how you can go there your own way. And sometimes following somebody else's way cannot be good for you. It can just because it might not affect them, it can affect you. You know what I mean? Like being grimy. Person can say right now, yo, I got my money from scamming. It's cool. I mean, but it might affect you. Scamming. It don't affect that person. They don't give a fuck. But it might affect you. So understand the money or what you see you might want, but you ain't gotta follow other people to get it. You know what I mean? You can get it your own way. You know what I mean? Just be motivated that they got it, and then you find a way how to get it just yourself. You know what I mean? Like, but nowadays I notice like I don't know, man. That it wasn't. I don't want to. Mexico was not the moral of our denominator, but the Mexico was a lot of things that happened there that we couldn't even talk about on this live. It'll take so many more from from negative to positive, fruit wise, learning wise, like even the food truck. I mean, the fruit truck coming by, learning different fruits. If whoever eat dragon fruit in America tastes totally different in Mexico. You know what I mean? Like a lot of things of experience, fruit wise, flavors and seasonings and To look at the moon. I've never seen a day that there wasn't stars. I've never seen a night that it was like cloudy. Like, oh, so there's no stars out tonight. There's stars out every night. You know what I mean? So a lot of things of experience from the Day of the Dead, from even having that experience, my daughter having the experience, and even wife having experience with medical situations. You know what I mean? All those things is like learning experiences that people go through, but a lot of people don't get through. You know what I mean? So those are a lot of things that we can tell people, help people get through. You know what I mean? But the main denominator is the spiritual transition that takes a toll on you once you open your eyes up, open your heart or mind to it. You know what I mean? And when you take that medicine, it's like you open up that door. You don't even know it's a door. You just think it's a medicine. But when you open that door, you never know what room you go into. So by us being brave and believing in it and like that, we open that door. You know what I mean? And what we got from it, once you leave that room, that shit's still with you, man. That if you go and see somebody get murdered and tortured, you will always remember that. I don't give a fuck how old you get. You always remember that. It's traumatizing or dramatic. So when you take that plant medicine, and don't get me wrong, I smoked dust. I've smoked PCP for years. So I'm already used to the hallucination and shit. But when you take that shit, it's not the same. It's like, I don't know. You can't even fight. You can't even you have no control. You have no control. I've never took something that I have no control. Unless it's like a drug like dope or something. I never took that because I don't know how much control you'll have over that. But when you take this shit, yo, everything, it's like stripping the world from what it is. Like, you see the world, I'm gonna strip it. Like some Stranger Things, strip it. And now the same shit you see it for what it is. It's like, what? I didn't even know it looked like that. I didn't know the world looked like that. The same person you saw walking down the street, they walking down the street now, but they got four heads, a tail, horn. It's like, what?
It's
Like
like
the
that
the,
movie
the movie with the glasses with the
with the
wrestler.
glasses. Yeah, I
You
forgot
know
the
what I
name
mean?
of it.
So it's like, what? I didn't even know. And now, but not only that, you're seeing other people, you're seeing yourself too. And it's like, what? I
Hmm.
didn't even know I had that. I didn't even know I looked it like this. And now it's like, all right, I'm gonna take that from you. Now you got yourself. I took all that shit from you. I realized what you're, boop, and now go back in the world. And now you go right back. Now, back before you took this medicine, you seen a person, right? Now that you take it, you see that you not own it, but you still see it. You still see the dude with the two. He's like, hey man, you want to go to the store? You be like, oh, what the fuck? I don't want to go to the store. Like, yo, why you acting so different? No, I ain't acting different. You just look different. I'm telling you, like, I look the same. You the one because you see things with a different eye.
Yeah,
And
but
it,
I'm
and
about
it
to say that it's like you got a new set of
you
eyeballs,
got a new set of, and
a
it's
new
hard.
lens. You change your
It's hard.
lens, and you can't get that lens back to
Can't.
normal. It's on a
Hard.
high frequency, and yeah, it's a new lens you got.
That shit is hard, man.
And that's why, like, honestly, the videos moving forward, it's just going to be a lot more just information, and also like different platforms that we're trying to work on, different things that we're trying to um not only bring to ourselves, but bring to you guys as well, as far as the people that have been watching before Mexico, the people that's watching now. Because a lot of good came from it. It's just that experience is you have to, you can't skim through it. You can't take the book and just like flick through the pages. So when we start at the beginning, that's why we'll talk about like the bullshit, but we really be talking about like just being conscious of people that seem to be one way, but it's so many layers to that experience and after that experience that we definitely want to tap into. But I'm gonna be real, like we manifested all that. And that's why what we're manifesting now, you best believe like we really is being cautious, because when you manifest things, and by you being the chosen, you will manifest it, I feel like, at a stronger speed. You got to be careful, because that's all I manifested, going to Mexico, finding a tribe. And it's like, all right, you went to Mexico and found a tribe, all right. Instead of, you got to be careful. You just can't say a tribe. You didn't even break down what type of tribe. You didn't even break down what you needed. You just said a tribe, and the universe is like, okay, here's a tribe, and then you like, hold on, this ain't nah. So it's funny now, but on some real, when I'm by myself, I'm like, you better be careful what comes out your mouth. You want to manifest something or a tribe or some people, you better go into detail. This is the type of, you know what I mean? Don't just put that out there like that, because something else can pick it up. But it was all learning experience though. It's just so many layers to it.
And we going back. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm gonna tell you that we going back.
I mean, we just talked to the thing about it, and I say my husband, because he you know, it was different people that he just stayed in communication with on a different type of time. I won't say myself either, but just, you know, we talked to somebody yesterday, and it's like, it's not about not going back. It's about making sure, because there's certain things that just has to be different, and certain things that we want to do, certain people that we might want to bring, and certain things that we might want to do different. And yeah, that's not even a thing right there. We not, because this is the thing. I'm not trying to go there and use people. I want to go there and make sure I can self-sustain myself. That's why people will use people. That's why people will come back over here. So since we're not those type of people, we're just trying to make sure everything is where it needs to be. Buying property and really building a tribe and having a compound, because that's easy to do. What's not easy is making sure that you're self-sufficient to where you're not using people. And I don't have it in my heart to do that. I'm just not going to do that. So I'm not going to go against my morals and the type of people that we are. But, you know, we just like to travel. Like, where we want to go next, we will bring you guys with us. And it's not Mexico. So, you know, we like to travel. We're travelers.
I think
so.
See, that has to be in your gene, traveling, because of the fear that comes with traveling. So that fear stops a lot of people from moving on from pain, environments, or whatever. You know what I mean? So I can say we're travelers, because when it comes to fear of the thing, a lot of people say that, what? Bro, you going to Mexico, nigga? You don't even speak Spanish. Like, nigga, what? You don't even know nobody. You ain't got nobody over there. But see, when you ain't got no fear, that's not one of your go-to things to say or to stop you from doing something that's traveling. So we're going to travel. I'm going to say we're about to, but maybe that's
because we are. Because we
are. we was about to travel with an RV. You see what I'm saying? And you got to understand. The thing is with RV, see, this is the thing, right? You can't say nothing. I'm gonna tell y'all some shit right here, man. I try to tell people this, but they don't understand it. But people that been through it do. We've never been rich. I can say we've had money, but when you say rich, that comes with a big fucking, rich ain't just money. Rich is like, yo, my kids can live off this wealth. Like, that's rich to me, not just having $100,000, $200,000. Yeah, you're rich for the moment, but can you make yourself rich for a lifetime? So that's what rich is to me. So we've had money. Don't get me wrong, we have money before, you know what I mean? But this is the thing. We've had, like, I could say, just say 5,000, and we'll say, damn, I want an RV. And babe say, babe, I wish we had an RV, shit like that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stay up all night looking. Boop, 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 no. Now in my mind, what the fuck you gonna find an RV running, working, and all this shit for fucking under $2,000, $3,000? You see what I'm saying? Naturally, you keep looking on here every day. Then all of a sudden, you come across a post on Craigslist or Facebook, and it says, trying to get rid of an RV, needs to go immediately, willing to let it go for $2,500. You're like, what? I've been on this motherfucker 3 days and I never seen this post. And it was just up there. It just got up there, right? Now you go and check it out. Now the crazy part about it, you get it for $2,000. It runs, it works. Now it might need a little bit of rebuild, but that's not a problem. You got what you asked for. You see what I'm saying? That's how the universe works. So I'm looking at it like, damn, I don't know nothing about, I wasn't playing. I'm just serious with the work. And that's why I say God will give you what you ask for, just to see if you can deal with it. Just see if you can make it, just see if you can handle it. So when he gave me the RV, I couldn't handle it. I wanted it. I know but I couldn't handle it. You know why? Because I didn't have the information. So God is telling me, you can have anything you want and I'll give it to you. Just be knowledgeable of what you ask for. So when I give it to you, you don't fuck up. Because then I'm going to have to give it to you again. And I don't want to keep doing that. I don't want to feel like you're like a child that I got to keep giving shit to, gonna keep fucking up. I don't want to feel like that. So I want you to learn before I give you this $1 million. Learn about what you're going to, because I'm gonna give it to you. Don't worry, I'm gonna give it to you. But just learn first, so I don't be disappointed. And for me, loving God, I understand that. That's why I don't ask for nothing yet. Now I know you there. It's like a parent that's rich, but I'm not gonna take advantage of them. So I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna take advantage of you yet until I get my mind right. So that's why I try to use God. God, I ain't gonna use you yet because I know I'm still selfish, God. God, I ain't gonna use you yet because I know I'm still dealing with these problems. And if I make a decision off my emotion right now, I'm gonna make the wrong choice. So God, just stay with me because I know you ain't gonna leave me because you always been with me. But don't bless me so fast because I'm still in my emotion. And that's why God respect you. Like, you know what? I respect you for being that way. Because a lot of people just ask for shit, not even knowing what they're gonna do with it. So you know how many blessings I go through? But you're mindful, not of just you, but of me too. That's why I rock with you. Because you can use me right now. I guarantee if I say, God, I want a Benz. I swear to God, I want a Benz. Let me keep looking for it. Let me keep looking for it. Let me keep looking for it. 2 or 3 days. Guess what, babe? I found a dude that'll trade our car for his BMW. Baby, like, nah, that's a scam. Babe, you can't trust them. And guess what? We got a BMW. Look, y'all. And guess what? Cost too much for the oil. Cost too much for this. Cost too much for that. But guess what? I gave away my goddamn car for this goddamn BMW. Shit already. See? It's just, you gotta learn. I gotta learn. So I'm like, damn. You right, God. I gotta learn. I gotta sit back and analyze. I want the blessing, but I don't even know what to do with it.
You
So let
want
me
the
just
blessing,
relax.
but you're trying to get the lesson 1st.
And let me get it first. Okay, boom. I asked them to go to Mexico. We got there. Nobody in my family ever traveled out the fucking state. Not saying they can, they just always had the fear. So where did this come from? Nigga, you ain't scared. So God, okay, all right, you want to go to Mexico? Here's the money. Matter of fact, here's everything you need. Go, go, go. And I'm like, yeah, we in Mexico. And now you see all the black people there. You're like, yo, ain't you? Oh shit, what? What the fuck? Hold on now. Hey. And God said, no, this is what you wanted. No, you good. And now I come back here like, hey, yo, man, that was crazy, yo. And God said, nah, it ain't crazy. You not learning from it is crazy because I gave you what you asked for, but you still didn't learn. So now that's what I'm mad about. I told you, don't go too fast on that bike. And guess what you did? You run in and you fit your knee. And now you complain. And guess what you do? You get right back on that bike and go, man, nah, I can't. I ain't getting, nah, I ain't get you. Nah, I don't want to hear next time you hit your knee. I don't hear that because I thought you learned from the last time. I'm not going to play God like that. I'm not the type of person. I can't. Yeah.
And that's why I said you got to be mindful of what you ask for, because only thing I was doing, I wasn't realizing how much I was mimicking certain things on TV. And when you're mimicking stuff and you're doing it subconsciously, I'm not doing it consciously, but I'm doing it subconsciously. So then when you say, oh, I want a tribe, I want this, but you're not even, the universe just knows energy. So you're putting that energy out there. It doesn't know anything else, but the energy wasn't like, it was a disconnect. That's why you got what you got. And because you didn't do the healing, you basically manifested a lot of these people that were still healing themselves. And it's not a bad thing. It just wasn't the best situation for why you went down there. So where I'm at now, like, I'm going to be honest with you, even when I give information, and I say it again, I'm not going to give you guys information that I read in a book or I heard from someone else. I'm going to give you my life experience. And I feel like that's good enough information. The download you get from the universe, the information you get from God is enough, and it's not wrong, not to take away like what you read in a book, but I remember Dolores Cannon saying that. She said, I don't read nobody's books. She said, I write books, I put them out. I listen to people's stories that they tell me. But her information just comes from her work, her spiritual work, and from within. So that's where I'm at. And I'm not here to tell you I can heal you with a crystal or a stone. I'm just here to give you information that you can heal yourself. And I feel like that's going to always separate me, because I'm not here to portray that I'm some type of God to you, that I can heal you. That's lying. You can heal yourself. So you really have to be careful of what you're manifesting. Like he said, I'm gonna be real with you. Let's scratch off Mexico. It's been so many situations that we've been in, and we've manifested stuff, and it's sitting outside. Certain cars, the RV, certain situations, bad things that we wanted, good things that we wanted. And so now we're at a place like, hold on, let's digest this situation that we just came from, this spiritual transition, because we're both in transition right now. That's why we've been kind of quiet, because if you make a move right now, it might not be the right one.
Yeah.
And there's so many times where I'm telling him like, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. He's like, we can't. So we have to finish through this transition and be in discipline to God and to the universe and to nature and to yourself. Then once you start manifesting and moving, it'll be a whole different type of time and frequency. So that's where we're both at. And it's a good thing, but you got to do a lot of work. You got to do a lot of work. It's not easy. It's not hard, but it's not easy. But I'm enjoying the good and the bad. And the bad is what's going to make you stronger. So
that's a fact.
Though that depressedness you might feel, or just different things you might be holding on to, you got to feel all that. All of it. So, like I said, I'm just excited for the different platforms that we're working on right now. Just a lot of different, we are the content. Like, I don't have to be traveling to bring content. Like I said, we've just been choosing to be a little bit more quiet on the social media, but we definitely will be coming up here a lot more, because I feel like it's time to just be on here more. And it's not just about the spiritual journey. It's also a lot of positive and just life. Life is beautiful. Life is whatever you have inside you. So whatever is inside you, that's how your life is going to be. So if something's not going right, something's not feeling right, then look at yourself, because life is exactly what is going on inside your spirit and inside your subconscious.
Shit's wicked out here, but
So it's hard to say like life is beautiful. Yeah, it is for some people, because it is what is going on inside of you. So I'm just excited for like the next step and the next transition, because I don't know.
It's funny because I was never spoiled in the world, but I was always spoiled in the spiritual. So in this world, I wasn't spoiled. I mean, I didn't have a lot. You know what I mean? Compared to people that might have been like, you know what I mean? But when it came to spiritual things, like I've always was taken care of, even though I didn't work as hard as other people did to get the same thing that I've gotten, but I didn't work for it. You see what I'm saying? I've worked for it, but didn't do the same job. You know what I mean? So I know that I have a gift, and this gift is just as well as a curse. It's the same way I see the good in me with a clear eye, I see the bad in me with a clear eye. So sometimes it's hard to stay focused on the good side of me when I'm distracted so much with the bad part of me. If I can ignore and live with it, then I can learn how to use it as fuel. You know what I mean? It's like some people think they need gas for their car for it to work. But then some people learn other resources to make it work. I have to learn the resources that I have in me to make it work, and stop using everybody else's gas to think it's gonna work for me. You know what I mean? So I think that's the hardest thing, because the universe showed me that I don't need their gas to work, because I have my own. You know what I mean? And that's the hardest thing, is using your own gas, because that means you gotta make it. You gotta do the recipes. You gotta do everything for yourself. But getting somebody else gas is easy, because they made it. All I gotta do is so it's an eye opener, and I needed that. You know what I mean? Because if I didn't have it, I would have been the same. And I don't think I want to be that. I don't want to be the same. That's why I can't come up here and be the same knowledge. I can't come up here and just be the same person because it won't allow me. I'm not the same. And my body is even trying to adjust. Even though I look the same, my conscience ain't the same. I don't ignore my flaws as much as I did before. I don't ignore what I do wrong as much. Like if I do something wrong now, it hits me 20 times harder than what it did before because I already had a blueprint to what to tell myself, how to feel, what to do, how to cope with it. But now if I try to use those same formulas, it don't feel right. It don't even, and it affects me more. It hurts me 10 times. Like what the fuck? So it's like I have no choice. And that's the hard thing. I always had choices. But I still got a choice. But it feel like I got no choice but to be a higher self. And if I don't be, I'm gonna end up being like fucked up. Like not like he got a job now, he just worked. Not that fucked up. Like I'm talking about like I'm gonna be like depressed, mentally going. You know what I mean? And it has nothing to do with me not handling the world. It's me not being able to handle my gift. Or and it's a lot of people probably like that right now. Homeless. You like, yo, why the fuck you like this? Because they had to make a choice. And they chose not to, you know what I mean? They chose not to be their higher self. They chose to, you know what I mean? So that's an example. God make examples out there of what you can be. You know what I mean? If you don't take, you can be this or you can be that. Choose red pill or blue pill. It's up to you.
I just think the example that God is using is really going to be helpful. I'm getting thrown off because when I'm looking at you on a computer, it
Yeah.
lags, but when I'm looking at the phone, it's right on time. So when I'm looking at the computer, it throws me off. So I'm trying not to because it makes it sound like you still talking.
It's a delay.
Yeah, the phone is fine though. It's just the computer, so I can't look at the computer. But I feel like we're just going to be good examples. Um, as time as I don't know, like I know we are as far as us being more organic and authentic with just who we are and having these experiences and being able to teach people. And I won't say teach people because I'm not on a level of a teacher. Share. I'd rather say share. Let me share information because I don't want to teach nobody nothing. Um, I remember when we was in Mexico, like somebody called you a hood shaman. And a shaman is just a person that heals. And I feel like we're a shaman to ourselves because we can heal ourselves.
Yeah, facts.
Um, so I just feel like this moving forward with just, trying to share information more because regardless if we don't want to, that just comes with being part of the chosen. Like you have no choice.
Yo,
It's a
yo,
fact.
yo. Grand
What's good,
Rising.
bro? The Grand
Grand
Rising.
Rising. Yo. Peace and blessings. Peace and
Oh,
blessings, man.
hey.
Blessings, blessings, blessings.
I'm about to say, who is that talking? Because I wasn't even looking at the phone.
Yeah, I saw y'all message kind of late. I was like, oh, snap, let me hurry up, like, before they get off. Like,
What's
yeah.
good,
No.
bro? How you?
I'm good, man. Just getting ready for work. I'm about to eat, a little vegan meal real quick before I head out. And then,
That's a
yeah,
fact. That's a fact.
just wanted to tap in with y'all, before I get to work and stuff.
Yeah, bro. I really needed that message you sent, bro. Because I ain't like I was. It was like I'm going through something. It just sometimes you feel lost because you feel like you by yourself. Because you know what I mean. Like when you come on this path, it takes everybody away from you, and it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It just sometimes the isolation sometimes feel too much. So when you got other people out there that let you know, oh, bro, you ain't isolating yourself. All of us is going through that because we're getting ready for something else or whatever the situation is. So it lets me
Hmm.
know, like, all right, boom, like you know what I mean. I ain't the only warrior getting ready for battle. It's other warriors out there getting ready for battle too. Like you know what I mean. Sometimes you feel like
Mm-hmm.
you're the only warrior. You know what I
Yeah,
mean, and like you by yourself. You know what I mean.
yeah. Now, I felt that because I believe that's called like the hermit stage, where it's like, I mean, and that's rough, the hermit stage, bro. Because it's like you figuring things out, and then also it's like when you learn things, you think, oh, this is it, but then it's still something else. So it's like you keep constantly learning, but then you becoming more distant from everybody because you start to realize like the material realm is detrimental, bro. Because it's like everything, every thought process that comes through the material realm is not linked to the natural. I call nature the divine because it takes care of you, right? So like when you push yourself away from there into the material realm, you get enslaved to perceptions at that point. You know what I'm saying? And there's no way around that. So you start to feel uncomfortable, but you don't know why. But it's because your subconscious is getting hit with that material negativity, and you don't even understand what's going on because it's like if you grew up with somebody, right, like a friend or whatever, and they in that realm, but you had a close bond, but the frequency changed. It's like the vibe is not going to be the same because you're on a different level. It's not that you don't love them or whatever the case is. It's just y'all not on the same frequency no more. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
it's kind of hard because it's like you could even try to teach people certain things, but it's like they're not going to be receptive to it because enslavement is enslavement, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like people choose to be enslaved because it's more convenient. Because to a certain extent, when you enslave, you are being taken care of. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to do as much work, so they don't want to do the work. So people choose to be stuck in those type of situations where it's like, oh yeah, let me get the latest Nike, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yo, bro, none of that is relevant. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they got to detox from that, you know, which is hard because you got
And
to
that,
like move everything that you like stood for. You know what I'm saying? Like with me, at one point, I was wearing a lot of designer, bro. I will wear Walmart sneakers now, not even because I ain't got it. It's just like I don't want to be enslaved to whatever situations is going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
no, that's true. And I think that's what was such an eye opener because just that mentality. And when you go, it wasn't just Mexico, because if that was the case, then a lot of those black people we was around in Mexico would have been more in a healing process or more humble or just more nice.
Yeah.
So it's just when you already the chosen, when you already have this in you and then you experience that, you come back like you almost reborn.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like, especially doing like the ayahuasca, the DMT. But it wasn't
Mhm.
just Mexico. I don't want people to think that, because there was people over there that are over there right now that are still doing
Mhm.
Babylon shit. And they're just as evil as they want to be. And they over there claiming to do certain things that they know they can't do. So for us, we just came back. It just felt like you got reborn. And it's like, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of layers that we're going
Yeah.
through.
Yeah. Because it's like, because I said something about that before a minute ago, right? It's like I had told somebody like, you know, like people are like the Walking Dead, basically. Like you gotta headshot them so they could
Yeah.
be reborn into something else. That's really the process, but they don't want that headshot. They rather just be zombies, you know, feeding off of other people's energy. You know what I'm saying? Like basically feeding off their consciousness and stuff like that, but then they don't do nothing with it, you know, and then that's what makes you distant too, because it's like, damn, you know, like I want to help, but I can't help because it's like you don't really truly want the help, you know. Because I heard y'all saying, like, because I was listening to y'all before I got up. I heard you say, like, you know, we'll ask for something, but we don't be ready for it, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that
And
goes
that takes
along
some
with that.
maturity. That takes a lot of maturity to even do that, because we do a lot of things as people out of impulse. So we was just talking about this yesterday, and he was like, "Well, is your mind ready?" And I'm like, "No, I'm ready, but my mind." He was like, "Well, you know what I mean." So just that discipline, and I feel like we lack a lot of discipline.
I'm
Yeah,
not even supposed. Hey, yo, word is ball. This is me. This is what I don't. It's hard to be, but this is what I'm supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a leader, but I
mm-hmm,
got so cool being a follower. But I
Yeah.
knew I was a leader because the leader would ask the follower questions. So if I'm the leader, I'm the follower. I'm sitting there back here, and the leader come here and say, "Yo, bro, what you think we should do?" I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm the follower. You should be telling us. And he was like, Nah, bro. Well, everybody listen to you, or you be coming up with some good ideas. And we're like, Yeah, but nigga, I ain't no leader. I'm just a follower. I just be making. So I started noticing all the leaders start following the follower. So I'm thinking to myself, am I really a follower, or I'm just taking that position because it's more comfortable with me? So it's like, all right, now I know, all right, you're a leader, but this is what you need to do. You need to build a tribe, right? And I'm like, hell no, I don't like being around people like that. I do, but it was like, no, I didn't give you that voice. I didn't give you that brain. I didn't give you that love. I didn't give you all that just for yourself. Because there's a lot of people that need it, you know what I mean? And you're being stingy with it. I'm like, what? I ain't trying to do all that's a lot of work. I got to take care of people, you know what I'm saying? And this, in the universe saying, so you tell me you can't or you don't want to? Because I gave you everything to do it, but you're choosing not to. So I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck, man? I don't want to be that type of person. So now I got to sit in my shell until I take that responsibility. And now that bothers me. Like, damn, I got to sit in this shell. And the universe is like, yeah, until you do what I tell you, until you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to sit in that fucking box. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, but before I can go outside and talk to niggas and get away from that thought, now I can't. Because if I get away and talk to niggas, I see them for who they are. I do this. I'm like, well, I can't even distract myself no more. And you're like, nope, you're going to have to sit in that box until you get right. And I'm like, damn, man. And the universe is like, I don't give a fuck if you sit in that for your whole life. I'm not going to get you right. And you're not going to do. And I'm like, what? You got to. And that's fucking me up because I'm supposed to be building a tribe. And it ain't even like no tribe shit. It's like you're supposed to be putting your awareness on other people for them to be aware. And it's not like tip for, it's like you're supposed to be giving that energy. Some people need hugs. Some people don't need talking. Some people need a hug. Some people like, yo, fuck that. Give me a hug, bro. But see, the difference is, you know it. Some people don't. Some people don't know when to give a hug, but you do. So why are you not giving a hug when you know when to give it? That makes no sense. So it's like, bro, you bugging. But I'm like, I don't want to hug everybody. Some people got nasty. Some people like, oh, here you go again. Here you go again with your fucking. It's like, I got to get past that.
Yeah, bro. Because what I realized with you, man, it's like, yeah, because well, even with what you just said, like you said, you was comfortable being a leader. Maybe you saying that you might have been afraid of your own power. You know what I'm
Yeah, I was
saying?
comfortable being a follower. Yeah, I was comfortable being a follower. Yeah.
Yeah, so you chose to do the follower route, but then at the same damn time, you wasn't acting like a flower, sorry, a follower. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like back then, like when I first came on YouTube and I was doing the live with you, French Dose, whatever, you was saying some shit. You know what I'm saying? That had me have to, yo, you know what, bro? Hold on. Because at that time, I wasn't really spiritual. I'm not gonna say I was spiritual. I was just like trying to find peace, but I ain't understand that you had to find it through spirituality. So when you started talking that stuff, bro, I started doing my own research, bro. So you gotta understand, like sometimes we think that we're not affecting people in specific ways, but you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you speak in, basically from the divine is gonna support you, bro. It's not gonna turn back on you. Sometimes we may feel like we're not effective, but who knows? What you said might affect somebody 50 years later. You know what I'm saying? Or 30 years later. Like the same way your parents told you, don't do this, don't do that, and you do it anyway, and then you're like, damn, they told me not to do that. You remember. So, we can't short self our, we can't like short ourselves in situations like that because like at this point, bro, right here we light workers, bro. So we supposed to consolidate the people that's like-minded so we could push, That's how the Rothschilds and Rockefellers was able to, in the material realm, they was able to be so successful because they unified.
Yeah, it's a fact.
They all had the same agenda, like which is to get rich and dominate things, but that's a different topic. I ain't trying to you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, though. That's a fact.
But that's what it is, bro. You're a light worker, you a healer now, so but it's rough when you gotta be healed. What's up, bro? Oh god. Drop my vegan burger.
I always attracted the niggas that didn't fuck with niggas. Like I always was cool with people that didn't fuck with people. Like I can fuck with a lot of people, but even when I said I met you, right? And I was like, yo, this is what I always looked at myself. It'd be people that don't fuck with a lot of people. Like, yo, man, I don't fuck with everybody.
but
Yeah.
I'll be cool with them. And it's like
Yep.
they don't fuck. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What? So I even look at myself like, yo, what? Because I'm not a cornball. I'm just a cool ass nigga. Like I'm just a cool nigga. I be real. It's like that. And it's like you don't understand. It ain't a lot of people like that. Like I'm thinking, I'm the minority. Like nigga, I mean, I'm thinking like I'm the lesser. Like nigga, I'm just. But people was looking at it like, nah, nigga, like. You know what I mean? So when I see you reach out, I'm like, damn, bro and Cross don't fuck with everybody. That's how I look at shit. Like a lot of my niggas, like they don't fuck with everybody, but they
Yeah.
fuck with you. So I have to keep looking at that, like, damn, why do these niggas? Because I'm like, yo, because they see something in you, bro, that maybe you don't see, bro. Like you gotta start seeing maybe what everybody else see, but you're so blinded to your own emotions and pain and everything else that you're not realizing your gift, bro. Like you know what I mean? And I'm like,
Mhm.
sometimes what people do be clarification or validation of maybe your purpose. You know what I mean? So even that, by you being one person, your credit is so big it holds the weight of 100 people. So
Mhm.
if 100 people told me that, but they was all corny, I wouldn't take it. But if
Mhm.
one real nigga tell me that, it means way more than them 100 niggas because they corny, they not real. But if a real nigga say something, I take that more personally because a real nigga ain't gonna say nothing out of nothing because they don't talk like that. Real niggas don't talk for nothing. They talk with real shit. You know what I mean?
But
Yeah, bro.
the thing is though, he don't realize, and I'm gonna drop down in a minute, babe, because my phone is dying. But I'm still on the computer though. I might come
Yeah,
back
yeah,
up on the computer because my phone is dying. But and you could probably talk to him, uh, off social media. He don't realize that that video tapped into a lot of shit that we was just going through and talking about the
yeah.
night before. Like he don't know that, like, we watch it and I'm like, it was just crazy to see. And it still amazes me when you see how the universe can work through people. That'll
Mhm.
never stop being like, oh shit, it's just a shot. It just doesn't. And you was just saying things and I'm like, that's crazy. I ain't gonna go
That's a
to it
fact.
too much because certain things be just not for social
Yeah.
media. But I'm like, he was tapping in. I'm like, that was just crazy.
Personal shit, relationship shit.
Yeah.
Everything was like everything you saying. And I'm like, yo, that video is old.
Yeah.
But but your timing was perfect. So that's why I
Yeah.
believe in when they say God don't never give you what you want when you want it, he give it to you when you need it. So when I look
Mm-hmm.
at shit like that, it's like, damn, if you would have sent me that video 3 or 4 weeks ago or a week, I wouldn't have took it in the same way because it wasn't needed then. You know what I mean? But when
Mm-hmm.
you sent it, I'm like, damn, this is fresh. I'm like, oh shit, everything you saying from beginning, that whole 13-minute video from beginning to
That shit
end
was crazy.
was on point. Every line, every stumble, every fucking thing was to the max. To the point where that's why we're doing what we're doing right now. Like,
Yeah.
it was an eye opener. Like, oh shit, like that was validation from the universe. And who else
Mm-hmm.
can say that? If I'm a real nigga, if Cavalli Kid would have sent that to us, it wouldn't mean nothing because it's
Right.
like he don't mean nothing. But since it
Right.
was real, like it was a real nigga. It was like, yo, that's like because I ain't talked to him in a while. So for him to even reach that means a lot. Like, like that's validation right there
And just
from
the
the.
day
I mean,
before, like it was just a
yeah,
lot we was going through. You know what I mean? So that was just crazy.
Yeah, because like I said, because I haven't been on YouTube, bro, at all. So, like I said, I was in the bushes, so I was keeping tabs on things. But then I just felt that video that she posted, that one that said like 3 weeks ago, the depression thing. I was like, bingo, I already know he's going through. And then my sis Julie that I went to high school with her. She's chosen too. I ain't gonna lie, she helped me a lot with my journey. You know what I'm saying? So when she saw it too, she was like, "Oh my God," you know what I'm saying? She said it was a funny video too, because you naturally funny
yeah, yeah,
though.
yeah,
So,
you're fucking right.
so I ain't gonna lie, you said a couple of like, yo, like, bro, it's crazy. But like the overall message, we like, yo, me and her spoke, and we like, yo, he's transitioning. His frequency shift. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
fact.
the thing with that though is, bro, you still taught me a lot. But it was like, yo, bro, you going through that? You going through the? You about to hit the hermit stage? That's what's going on, and that's a hard ass stage, y'all. we had to say something. And even sis, like, I'm gonna talk to her. She might come on the second
Yeah.
live if you live again. But yeah, like we spoke on that. It was like, yeah, you going through that stage. That's a rough stage though, the hermit stage, bro. Like it's a lot of self-reflecting, and you gotta ask a lot of questions and stuff like that. And like I said, like people don't look the same to you, bro. You start to feel like you an alien, but you're not an alien. It's just like you know what you want, and now you in a path to really hunting it down. You're not even just saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to it when I get to it." You're gonna be like, "Damn, I gotta figure something out, like, because I
Yeah.
have to get to that piece." You know what I'm saying? And I'm going through the same thing, bro. Because like I said, I just went through a breakup with somebody that was very materialistic, but then they had on a spiritual mask. You know what I'm saying? And then once they realized I didn't value money, they was like, "Bro, what the hell? I want to go to Benihana's and stuff like that." And it's like, yo, I don't care about Benihana's. I don't care about going out for drinks. I don't care about that. I care about healing. That's all I care about is healing. Like physically, I'm eating my vegan stuff, exercising, making sure I got my vitamins, stuff like that, bro. Healthy conversation. I don't care for the material stuff. I don't care to show people off. I don't care to show myself off. I'm disconnected. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
bro,
saying?
that nigga said I don't care to show myself off.
Disconnected,
Nigga.
bro. Like,
Nah, because
I'm
that's real though. That's what
Yeah.
I be going through. Like that's exact that hermit stage. Yeah, that's
It's
real.
rough. Like, I'm telling you, it was like, cause you gonna have them periods in time where you like, yo, I don't know what I exist for, but it's not on some suicidal shit. It's just like, yo, what am I here for? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? But then you realize like there's some certain things you gotta work on, because there's certain things that do affect you in a hermit stage, like dieting, stuff like that. So it may take away that control that you might have on your mood. You know what I'm saying? That's why because I've been vegan again for like 3 months. You know what I'm saying? I realized when I was eating damn U.S. deli and stuff like that, it affected me negatively, because when I get emotional, it's like, yo, I don't got no control over this, bro. I don't like the way that I feel. You know what I'm saying? But then I went full fledged back into my vegan thing. My mood became better, and I was able to make sense of what I was going through. So it was like, yes, bro. And then I have different, I'm bringing everybody that's like on their spiritual journey. It don't really matter about the religion. It just matter if you're spiritual. You know what I'm saying? I bring everybody along. So I say you have to discuss something that you can't really understand. You got somebody that could back you up, like, oh, this is what's going on. So it's cool that you said like, yo, bro, yeah, we gotta start gathering the people together, because that's my mission right now, bro. Like
Yeah, bro.
literally, I know back then I didn't mess with nobody, but I really don't mess with people now, bro. If somebody like if somebody come up to me and they say something that doesn't correlate with like say if they just decide to talk about, yo, you seen the NBA draft pick, I'm already preparing myself to detach, because it's like I don't want to have like, because you got to be hard on yourself, bro. Because people,
Yeah.
that's what messes up your discipline. Other people,
Mhm. Yeah.
because with other people, there's terms and conditions in order to be their friend that can enslave you. Because if they come around, yo, let's have a drink. It's like, damn, I just said I don't want to drink no more. Yo, I'm gonna holler at you later, bro. Never hear from me again. So,
Hey, yo, now
yo,
look, now look, now look, now look, real shit. I'm gonna be real, right?
yeah,
It's the same way. Cause look, cause I gotta be real. Sometimes you have family, right? And family sometimes can not be on the same frequency that you're on, but they still love you for the frequency that you're on. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes it's hard to get away from family, because it's like, you see what I'm saying? It's hard though, because it ain't hard, but it's hard.
no,
See what
no,
I'm saying?
it is hard. I get what you're saying, because like my grandfather, right? Um, he got a drinking problem. So, but he's spiritual on his own sense, but not like this type of spiritual where it's like, yo, we trying to figure things out and heal. He has things that he never healed from that causes him to be an alcoholic, right? So I just speak on the phone with him because that's my grandfather. I'm not gonna cut
Yeah,
you off.
fact.
That's my grandfather,
Yeah.
but I still keep my distances because like you're gonna offer me a drink, bro.
He said you go.
I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna check up on you. If I want to spend time with you, I'll be like, hey, you got any handyman work? Because I do handyman work on the side. He's like, oh yeah, man, blah 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 blah. You know, he's Jamaican and stuff. So we could bond like that. But as far as on a personal note, bro, like I take my shit too serious because I'm tired of going through specific patterns of like you go chill with somebody that's not on your frequency. They in the material realm. If they in the material realm, I guarantee you're gonna spend some money because they're gonna have some fun because you're chilling with them. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, smoke my weed and stuff. Okay, I'm acknowledging that's what I want to do. But the stuff that other people want to do, I don't want to do. And I have to be selfish at that point. You know what I'm saying? Some people might say, oh, don't you think that's kind of narcissistic? It's like, no, I'm defending my peace, bro, because y'all all enslaved.
I'm defending my peace.
Trying to destroy my brain. I'm trying to put my brain on the platter and eat that and not even absorb the nutrients from it. You just trying to just whatever.
That's a fact.
And I'm not having it. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like
That's
I can't do it.
That
You know what
piece
I'm
is
saying?
something serious, man. That
Older,
piece is
bro.
something serious.
Yeah, but
Men-
peace comes with a lot of discipline, and that's one thing that I've been like self-reflecting on. And we was just talking about this a couple of days ago. Like a lot of religions and everything has rules and discipline, but it's like the spiritual. When people say they're spiritual, sometimes it feels like there's lack of discipline when a person says they're a spiritual person. Like it's too free. It's
Yeah.
too free to just make up what you feel it is instead of what it should be. So just working on that discipline and cutting off those toxic relationships, and sometimes it do be family. I mean, it comes with it and it's very painful, but your peace is your peace. And you know, when we had that experience in Mexico, more so with the plant medicine, that's hard to come back from because it's like somebody shooting you up in space and you see these entities and then you come back down on earth and it's like, okay, now what you want me to do? You know what I mean? Because I didn't just watch it on TV. Like I was there. Like I had my ayahuasca, he did DMT. And it's like, now what? So we're just trying to like figure that part out. It's like, you know what you're supposed to do, but at the same time, you, like you say, you're going through the hermit stage, you're going through different transitions, and it's like just being disciplined. But it's
And
a
I didn't
lot
ask
for
for
me
it.
though.
I didn't
Huh?
ask for it. I didn't. And the
I
thing
didn't
about it,
ask for none of that.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't say. You know what, God? I I don't want to. I want to be spiritual. You know what? I want to. I'm
You
tired of
did
what
that
I'm
first.
going through. You know what I mean? I didn't
You
ask.
did
Only
that
thing.
first.
You know what I mean? And the thing about it, that's when it happens when you're chosen, because you've been chosen. It ain't something you choose. It's something that the universe chose. You know what I mean? So when I'm like, when I first, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I took the DMT the first time. Boop, it was cool. Seeing little colors and shit. Got
Yeah,
a
take
little
enough.
download. Boom. This is what I swear to God, yo, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm about to wake up 1 week later. My normal. I wake up, get my tea, roll my blunt up. The first thing that told me says, yo, put that blunt down, roll some DMT. I mean, smoke some DMT. So I'm like, what, nigga? It's early in the morning. Why the fuck I want to smoke DMT? I ain't eat breakfast yet. What the fuck? And I told my wife, I said, well, all right, fuck it. I'm getting a download. I said, yo, babe, I'm about to take some DMT. She even looked at me like, nigga, it's early. So the first thing she said, you want me to record it? And I said, well, nah, something's telling me, nah, nigga, this is personal. Don't
Yeah,
record
he
this.
didn't want me to
And I'm
record
like,
it at that
I didn't want
time.
to record it. I'm like, what, nigga? So I'm confused, but I'm like, I'm gonna listen because I like to. I mean, yo, my nigga, I put some on, just like my man told me. Put a little bit. Some said, nah, put a little bit more on that motherfucker. So I said, all right, I'll put a little bit more on there. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I hit that motherfucker. You gotta take 3 pulls. Yo, the second pull, I already knew. Nigga, you took too much. Nigga, this is, yo, my vision starts shaking.
I
Everything
might have
starts
to
tearing
test
down.
that out.
Yo, bro, the third shot, I was in, yo, bro, I'm in space. I'm going through, it's stars on the side of me like this.
It's called hyperspace.
Yo, bro, stars like this.
Mhm.
Phew, phew, phew. I'm like this. Ah. I get to the middle of nowhere. Poof. There's nothing here. It's black, straight black. All I remember from the last trip, it was this lady. They call her Queen Shiva. She's the lady with all the arms. And she was working on me in my first trip. So I didn't even think about her in my second one because I just thought it was a high. My second trip, she's there, but she's behind me. She put all her hands on me. She had like three. It was 3 hands on this side, 3 hands on this side. She bent me over. Now I'm like, what the fuck? Literally, I'm bending over and I just throw up. I throw up all this pink slime. It is. I'm throwing it up, throwing it up. At one, I'm just throwing it up, and all I remember is it's my childhood, and it's pink slime, pink slime. And then once it hit the ground, a little baby hand touched my feet, and it was like I didn't see no face. I just heard the sound. It was like, "Don't let me go." And a little bit, it wasn't even my voice. It was just like, "Don't let me go." And the other person, whatever the one that was, and it was like, "Man, take it away." That shit slid on the floor. That wasn't even there. It was just black. It just slid. It didn't fall. It just slid on the floor. Yo, I came back when I opened my eyes up. I wasn't even done being high. It was just too intense. Open my eyes up. I see nothing but throw up on the ground. She was on the side of me. I seen her in different colors. It was her with 5 of her, but each different one with her was a different color. So this one was like green. This one was blue. This one was orange. And she was like, "Are you okay?" The first thing I said, I took too much. I tried to go for my blunt. When I picked my blunt up, it was ants everywhere. But they wasn't ants. They was just like moving black, like line. They looked like ants. It was yo, bro. I tried to smoke it. It tastes like nail polish. Like she tried to give me tea. It tasted like rotten oatmeal. It was just like it was. I thought I wasn't gonna come back. I was so scared, but I knew that in my mind, I needed this. It was a rebirth and all this shit, but I fucked it up because I should have stayed there. I should have stayed there. That lets me know that you run too much. Every time something gets hard, or every time you feel like you can't have control of something, you run. So by you not being able to have the control of this, you ran from it. And that's why it scared me till this day. I smoked it. I had like 4 grams of this shit in a bag. I had more, like, I had a lot of this shit. I would put it on blunts a little bit and smoke it.
Yeah.
2 fucking pulls. The universe is coming to the wall, like Kool-Aid Man. Boom, like, yo, nigga, what you call me? That shit is scary, but it was so pleasing to always have access to the universe, to another rim. Like, I got this shit right here that'll take me there anytime. But I was scared because sometimes you take too much, you don't go through that one door, nigga. You're going through that 5th door, the fifth floor. And that door right there is totally different than the 1st floor. So I will play with the 1st floor. You know what I mean? Play around, you know what I mean? But when I hit that 5th floor, oh hell no. That hell no.
Well, you're supposed to take 3 pulls, and a lot of people, if you like Google it or YouTube it, a lot of people can't get to that 3rd pull because by the time they try to get the 3rd pull, they're gone already. So the only way you can really hyperspace, and that's when, like, he was able to see himself like shooting up with the stars and everything like that. They call it hyperspace. So he was able to get to the 3rd pull. A lot of people can't get to it. A lot of people will get mad that they can't get the 3rd pull because you have to get a certain amount to get there. But I told him he has to do ayahuasca because when you do ayahuasca, you can't fight it. Once you digest the tea or the pills, because I did mine at with a shaman overnight, and you can't fight it. You'll be good in the morning, but there's no way in hell that you can fight it because it's so strong. The DMT, like, you'll get there in a couple minutes and come back. That's why it's so good though, because it don't take that long to get there and come back with a download.
I ain't fucking with it.
I have to investigate that because I'm a little interested in that. I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody say that. Yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. The way I explain it, even in Mexico, I had Mexicans want to take that shit. Yo, bro, because and they've been their whole life. Yo, bro, this experience, I got niggas out. Yo, you can order online, and it's DMT pens. They the pens, the vape pens. They got the powder too. It's just I'm used to the Mexican prices. So when I see the American prices, you know what I mean? American prices like $175 for like a gram and a half. But it's in a pen. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. If I give you that pen right here, see, this is what it is. It don't matter what you're connected with. You can say God doesn't
different
exist.
when you take that.
God doesn't exist. Like, we got God in our mind as I don't want to take away religion, but I don't want to take that away. But the first thing I seen was Buddha. That's the first person I seen was the Buddha head. And I'm not even into Buddhism. So I started even questioning that. Like, once I was done, I was looking up Queen Shiva. That's how I even know who she was. Like, what the hell is going on? I'm not even connected to this stuff. Like, and so whatever you think you're connected with, that shit will show you opposite. Some
Mhm.
people don't even know. I've seen people like the lady that was in it. She was connected to Mother Nature. Like she was connected to trees and shit, and
Yeah.
birds and grass and shit. Like she come from a whole. She didn't see God. It wasn't that. That's not what she was connected with. So it shows you what you're connected with. So I don't even know why. Maybe if I research it more, Queen Sheba, you would take that shit. You might see an alligator god, and that he might tell you some shit. My man was on a spaceship talking to like a shaman on a spaceship, and he was
Mhm.
showing him what love looks like. And he said, "Where's my girl at?" And he said something to him. The universe said, "Why do you want her?" Something like that, and he couldn't answer. So even little shit like that, like
It's
it,
not for
and when
everybody though. I'm gonna
it's
tell
not,
you. I mean, I
no,
don't
it's
know
not.
if you've ever done mushrooms before, but the thing
Yeah.
about this spiritual path, like he said, we can feel like we know what we're doing and what we're researching. But when you take that medicine, Mother Nature, they call her
Yeah.
Mother Aya, like ayahuasca. No, you can't manipulate her. You can't manipulate nothing. Like you're gonna see what you're supposed to see, and some people just can't come back from that
Yeah,
because
it fucked
I
people up.
can't. Yeah. So see, the thing about when he did DMT, he actually took his DMT from a because they can get it from a frog, like the poisonous, the stuff on
Mhm.
a frog. But then you can also make it like the man-made way, and I think that's what you get here. Like you can make it.
Yeah, synthetic.
You can get ayahuasca too. I mean, you can. It's only it's a bark and it's a was it from a tree and something else. It's only two components with the ayahuasca. So these are things you can get. There's people that are claiming to be shamans that get the ayahuasca and do it here in the States. I've seen them. So, but it's not for everybody.
Yeah. I might
But
have to.
it should be for everybody because their culture, the kids do it at a young age. They do it in small doses, and pregnant women are able to take ayahuasca at a small dose because it's part of their culture.
Yeah. That's crazy. That just sounds like yeah, shrooms on steroids at that point.
It's a million shrooms at once.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to investigate that. But I'll probably
It ain't for
meditate.
everybody though, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm
because I
telling you.
had like the last time I meditated. I don't know what I saw, bro, but like 'cause it was complete silence when I did this specific meditation. But I ain't gonna lie, it kind of scared me because it was like I tapped in so hard that I don't know. I went to this realm, bro, and it was just like you know how the like the universe, like the galaxies. It was like I felt like I was dead, just
Yeah.
floating, just looking around and just seeing all the color of the universe. You know what I'm saying? And I did not understand that. Like I know we linked to that, but I was like, yo, what was that? And I did all my research, and it just wasn't satisfying enough because it's like, yo, yeah, people's gonna make their theories, but it's like, yo, what was that though? I want to know what that is. You know what I'm saying? So that
That's a
messed me up.
dimension. That's a dimension, bro. It's did you I researched there's eight, from you, I've researched like how many gods are that they've been mentioned? 8,000 gods, man. 8,000 gods that has been recorded. That's a lot of
Yep.
gods, That's not like these are things that you can research. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
that's just recorded. That's not even saying what people have seen, said, or heard. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's when you meditate, meditating, I'm gonna tell you, meditating, eating, all those things are like, those are like connections. These are like blueprints of how to get to your higher self. So it's like
yeah,
a manual script. You got to do these things. It's like bringing up the devil. Sometimes you got to draw 6-point stars and light candles. You just can't call them. You have to do certain traditions to really bring them up. It's the same way with yourself. You have to do certain things. That's tradition to get to your higher self. I didn't know peace was one of them. I didn't know. I thought I can get that anywhere. You can. It will just, you have to work a little different. It is no different. If I give you $1 million right now, you can spend it the same way a nigga that worked for it had to spend it. You can. It's just same. It's just little different ways of how to getting it. So I
yeah,
noticed when I went to Mexico, I try to have the same peace in America. I'm trying to listen to Leafy. I'm trying to listen to ARAB and shit like that, and it wasn't hitting. It
yeah.
wasn't. I'm like, what the fuck? Because it didn't match the banana trees outside. I'm like, what the fuck? It don't match. So when I play Jamaican music, I don't play it now because I'm gonna tell you something. When I listen to Samurai and he's talking about life is amazing in Jamaican music, it
Yeah,
fit the environment. It felt like it just fits. So when I'm trying to listen to it
because there was
here,
a specific frequency coming from that music.
yeah. You know what I mean? And I didn't understand that because so I had to experience it. So I'm like, I'm really trying to wear the same clothes. And it's like, it don't feel right. It feels like I'm doing too much. I feel like I'm overdoing it to people that don't even need to be showing that. You know what I mean? The music you listen to, it don't match the area I'm at. Now it's still good music, it's just too negative for this peaceful environment. So I'm like, damn, I gotta listen to Jamaica. And I was cool with that. Certain
Hmm.
things that we was eating was gets our like even milk. Milk was never in the refrigerator. Milk is always out in a carton. I mean, in little things like eggs,
Yeah.
little things. I'm like, what the fuck? I got a totally different taste of what natural living looks like. Living in
Hmm.
that. But then when you come here, it's like new Cardi B, new Sexy Red, new this. And it's like, what? I don't really care about that shit. And people are like, you don't care about that
I
shit.
mean,
You're weird. And I'm
yeah.
like, I'm weird. Like, what the fuck?
No,
Weird.
I think people really need to be leaving the country and buying property and trying to be self-sufficient. And it's so much money that you can make online. So that's no excuse to say, because a lot of people do leave the country and they're like, oh, I'm struggling. I can't make money. I can't work over here. So they come back. But, I feel like where it's at is making money online. So you can live in these other countries peacefully. But to back what he was saying with his meditation, the thing, when you take this plant medicine, it's meditation on just a higher frequency. So you can take it in a smaller amount the same way you would mushrooms, but it definitely goes hand in hand with meditation. And whatever you felt during your meditation, even if the message wasn't clear, I feel like the answers are always in us. It's just something's blocking for us to get it. Like if you have a situation and you meditate and you can't find an answer, like I feel like it's there. It's just something in us that's blocking it for us not to get the information the way we need
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Might be the time too. It might not be your time to get it. Might
Yeah,
not be
he'll
your
get
time.
it, but it's everything
Say
is
that
in
again,
us.
bro.
It might be timing. Might be time. It
Say
might be
that again.
like it might be your timing. Like
Hmm.
timing, you know what I mean? It might not be the right time for you to get the message because you will get it. It just ain't the right time. Because when you get it, it's gonna be more, you know what I mean? Like, oh, now I understand it. Because right now, it's like, what? But time is our best teacher.
That happened like a year ago, bro. After that, I was like, yo, that that was a little crazy from you know what I'm saying. It was like, yo, hold on, let me fall back real quick because I don't know what that was. You know what I'm saying? I know it was the universe, but why did I
Sometimes
go?
that's just enough. Just that experience is just enough.
Yeah, it's just like I didn't understand it. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I did my research, but Google. I don't really like Google and stuff like that. I just like to learn it myself. Like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that you appreciate it more when you did the hard work and research it yourself. But it was like, damn, this is kind of hard though. Because how do I how do I go about it? You know what I'm saying? And what is this
Just
comment?
yo, I'm gonna tell you something. Just know that you're connected is a blessing, bro. Like just know that you're not lost. Just know that when you die, bro, you're gonna actually get peace, bro. Like that's the best thing, bro. We don't understand how many times we've been here, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We don't know, but this ain't our first rodeo. This just may be the time that we actually gonna get peace this time. You know what I mean? So, or this can be we might be big helpers. Like God, we're so important to the universe that we can't just die and just we have to keep coming back because we're so important. And it's a lot of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So we have to, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. This is what I don't like, but I do understand. If we can come together as like just say 5 of us. I watched the nigga Nature Boy do it. I watched the nigga Nature Boy come from a situation. Doesn't matter. Like Jim Jones, he was another person that maybe did the wrong. It ain't what he did. It was the leadership of what people went to. So if we can be more leaders to our our culture, we will have more support in our belief. So we have to actually bring people together,
yeah,
and it's a lot of us and lost. It's a lot of good brothers right now, like us, that's lost, and they need I don't want to say this, but they need a leader. Or some people need to realize the leadership they have in their self. You know what I mean? To be a better leader for their home, for their mother, or whatever like that. But some people are born followers and some people are born leaders. You know what I mean? So know your place so you know where to go. So I think we need to really like we're working on it now. I mean, and it's still a process, but we need to actually find a way to escape and not I don't say come back, but there's no need to come back, but we need to find a self-sufficient way to not come back. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah, you know, it's because you know there's different areas too. Like I said, like with dieting. Oh crap! I forgot my crystal. That is not good for me. No way. I need my crystal. I'm not trying to hold on. Let me get my crystal. But you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, cause the dieting, that's one thing that messes you up because you got to think about it. You got these people, like for instance, right? Let me bring up an example, right? There was an event that took place where historical documents was like burned. You know what I'm saying? You know, allegedly they said Julius Caesar had something to do with it, whatever. But that was information that tells us about our history. You know what I'm saying? Um, and you know, like ancient people, they were more spiritual and stuff, like the Chemists and you know Aztecs and stuff like that. They all still had like a similar kind of way of living. You know what I'm saying? So they take this information and then create things that knocks us off our divinity, like you know them putting stuff in the food and stuff like that. So you can't tap into like for instance, right? Your pineal gland is calcified. Like in order to decalcify it, you have to eat a specific diet, and then that helps you tap into more deeper realms. You know what I'm saying? Of like spirituality. You know what I'm saying? But they put so much stuff in the food, it's damn near impossible to really decalcify it fully. You know what I'm saying? But you could knock it down a little bit and be able to tap into higher levels of consciousness. You know, so that's why I don't. You know, as far as like the government and stuff, bro, I don't like them because it's like I pretty much took everything. You took all of our resources, manipulated it into something kind of toxic, and then it's like pretty much how can I say it? It doesn't make us unable to like go into a higher level of consciousness, but it makes it harder. You know what I'm saying? It's just we need a leader that's strong enough to go against the machine itself, and that's what the issue is. But also, it's like, damn, like, is it worth it? Yes, it is worth it. Like, that's something I'm willing to die for. But
yeah, facts.
but it's like, damn, like, how would you go about it? You know what I'm saying? Because we talking about like altogether trillionaires. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working a 9 to 5. Like, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's the where is my crystal? Hold on, no, this is not good. Oh no. But you get what I mean though, right?
Hell yeah.
And in Mexico, they don't allow. What was that with the first of all, they don't use white sugar in anything over there.
You know.
And then
Right.
what was it with the chemtrails? Something they don't do. What was
They
it,
don't allow
babe?
planes. They don't allow planes to fly chemtrails
Yeah,
to the crop.
they don't tamper with
They
their
don't allow that.
food. So that's what I'm saying over there. Like you can grow food, you can go to places that's warm over here, but it's still gonna be tampered with. Over there, they don't allow that. Like they really love their country and they protect their country. So even the foods that they're taking in is just different. And it's just everything is tampered with here.
Yeah, that you know, that, like I said, that's my thing, you know. Because like if everything's tampered with, you don't know what it's doing to you. You don't know because like even with the subconscious, right? I be having my questions with that because it's like, what if they putting stuff in the food that makes it so you can't really tap into your subconscious like that? You know what I'm saying? Like you realize the impulses after you did whatever based off the subconscious, but you know, it's like you have no control. What if the subconscious, like you could get it to a level where you can control it and then it matches like your actual conscious, you know what I'm saying? What if
Yeah.
they design life to stop that from happening, you know what I'm saying?
And it's
Yeah,
the
Mexico.
same thing with the marijuana, like the way it's grown here. It's not the marijuana that's bad, it's who's growing it. It's what type of soil, the rain. Everything is fucked up over here. When you go outside the country, everything grows natural and wild. So even smoking marijuana outside the country is going to affect you different than it's going to affect you here. So that's why leaving, getting land, getting your compound, growing. I see people do it all the time. It's just I've seen people do it the wrong way, and you see what happens. And you see people over there in Costa Rica, and they have a resort. They're doing things. There's places right now that you can go in Costa Rica, and they'll tell you you can live here for free as long as you help us grow, as long as you help with things on the land. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, that's great. Good. Oh my God.
We've seen videos, and they say you can stay here. And you're gonna live, beyond. You're gonna live very simple and outside almost, but as long as you're helping and contributing, yeah. So you can do it, and you can do it. Why we're here it's a lot that keeps us here. But
Man,
a 9
real.
to 5 ain't gonna get it. Eating this food here is not gonna put you to your full potential. And me and him know that because the food tastes terrible here. It tastes different.
Yeah.
We can live over there. We can live over there right now. See, this is the thing. Everybody's moving to Mexico, so they're making Mexico a little bit more expensive to buy property and shit like that. Especially if you're American trying to do that. It's different when you're a Mexican doing it. But when you go to like Costa Rica, Panama, Cuba, Brazil, those places are still kind of like they're touristy, but it's not bringing enough revenue of tourists like living there. You know what I mean? Mostly like white people, shit like that. But you go to Costa Rica right now, being 100% real. Like I don't want to like lie to nobody. We can get unemployment or disability. That's what the fuck it is, right? Disability. And I'm talking about the lowest. I'm talking about people that don't have a lot. I'm talking about like people that might be on disability, might be on SSI, might be on whatever SST, whatever, and whatever, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
if you can go down there right now with $700 a month and live better than you would ever live here. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you. I don't want to give nobody no fake story. As a single person, yes. As a single person, you have more choices.
Yeah,
single. If you got a family of just say 3, me, her, and just say me and the kids. Just say that would be a 3-bedroom house. So you will be trying to pay a little bit more because you're paying at least like $600, almost $700 for and that's not including groceries, stuff like that. So you're kind of, but you can if a single person finds something for $500. 2-bedroom, fully furnished for like $400. You know what I mean? $300, and that's like you know what I mean. So that's a little bit more accessible. You know what I mean? You only paying electric every 2 months. Your electric bill is probably $45, $35 for electric bill. Your food bill is very low because you can buy everything individually. You don't gotta buy things in bulk. So you can work it. You know what I mean? So when I seen that, I'm looking at that now. I'm comparing it now. When I'm seeing motorcycles in Walmart. This will bug me the fuck out. I'm looking at brand new, dirt bike, brand fucking new, $1,500 for 2023, fresh off the lot. For $1,500, $1,500, 20,000 pesos, 23,000 pesos. What?
I might have to investigate this. I ain't gonna lie.
Tell you, bro.
Yeah, because I got something from when I did the George Floyd protest coming in, because I got locked up. After police beat me up, and I won I was part of the civil suit. So yeah, so because that's what I was, because it's crazy. That's how the universe works. Because I was already looking, because I'm like, yo, damn, I'm kind of like, I want a simpler life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind growing my own food. I know how to grow food. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do that. I know how to build. I know how to deal with electricity. So I was like, I could make something happen, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to figure out, like, all right, do I want to stay here? Because it's like, I like it here, but I don't like what I be seeing, you know what I'm saying? I be seeing, like, the junkies and stuff like that. And I be feeling horrible because it's like, yo, we went from kings and queens to this. And it's like, damn, I wish I could help you and I can't. But I don't want to be around that, you know what I'm saying? I really, bro, like... I just be to myself, man. Like if I see an animal, you won't see me try to approach it like the other day. And I ain't understand this because I got a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. But a deer, I saw a deer when I was walking home from work, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I thought it was a dog at first, and then it noticed me, and then it kind of was like, from a distance, you see it kind of like walking around trying to get close to me, and then finally we got like about 20 feet away from me, and then we were just looking at each other, and then it ran towards me, and I ain't gonna lie, I had my like piece on me because we gotta carry a piece out here. This is crazy out here, but I just put my hand on my piece. I'm like, whoa, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna harm the animal. I just didn't want it to get too close because, like, number one,
You gonna
if
shoot
you
a deer?
stomp me, I'm dead. If you stomp me, I'm gone. I'm off this planet. So, but you know, I understand that, and somebody saw it, and they're like, that was a baby deer, bro. Like, it felt comfortable around you. Like, I couldn't recognize if he was human or not. And that shit hit me different. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean it can't recognize that I'm human? So what did it recognize me as? Like, what, the spirit? Like, what was
Just your
going on?
energy.
Yeah, but that was cool because it's like, I never, like, from what I saw, they run the hell away from you. Like, they turn into track stars when they see you. So for that to happen, I was like, damn, bro, I'm really doing the right thing.
He said, "I'm really
You
doing
know
the
what I
right
mean?
thing." Yeah.
Yeah, deer came up to
Because
me, right?
animals don't know. So animals only go off energy.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, it's just energy, you know what I mean? And when you have animals feel comfortable, then it's just what you're vibrating out. That's all.
Yeah, see, that makes me feel good to hear, because it's like, you
that
know,
makes you
like,
feel good.
not to hear, bro. Like, you know, like, nah, it messed me up, bro. I didn't know that they do that. I see people, you know, feed them and stuff, but it's usually people that knows how to deal with them. But my black ass just coming home from work, I'm just trying to go home, and the deal's just like,
He
hey,
said,
what's
"I'm
good,
trying
bro?
to go
I'm
home."
like, yo, man, slow down, hold on. We gotta have a conversation first, bro, before you touch me. I
Yeah. I think he's.
make
I'm
sure
just
I
trying to
sleep,
get home
bro.
from work, man.
Yeah, see your rooster. Rooster's what kind of sharp? Why ain't trying to get hit with that?
I'm- I love that. That means a lot, bro. And that's kind of that's a validation or clarification that the universe is looking at you. You know what I mean? And the animals is acknowledging that your purity and your you know what I mean, because they don't know like that you're a good person. They don't know like you're a bad. They just go off the energy. You know what I mean? And if your energy don't seem right, that's why they sniff the air. That's why they sniff like they do
Yeah,
little things to see like who are you, like what are, and you got some people think, yeah, I have people right now that say, oh, I'm a good person, and you might have a dog that love people, but that dog might try to attack that person. You like, yo, what the fuck? Because
yep.
that dog seen past that. You know what I mean? Your dog seen that person. You know what I mean? So that shit get
Yeah.
deep, yo. Word.
Nah, it do, bro. Even with dogs, bro. That's why I mess with them so much. They like even at my job, right? It's like every dog in the facility, right? I'm their favorite. Like they come up to me and they fucking stand on my chest and then just look at me in the face and then look at me like, oh, I respect it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's love right there, you know. But
Hell
that's
yeah.
being connected with the divine, you know what I'm saying? Even like these carpenter bees, I'm afraid of them shits, but they always coming into my face and just like looking at me like, yo, what's good, bro? What's going on? You alright? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, bro, you good? But once again, you got back off because I know y'all don't harm people, but you flying.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of scary.
They ain't gonna
But
do nothing to you though, because the car. I learned too that bees means new beginning too. Like it means a lot too. If you look up bees, when a bee land on you, because I was getting bees landed on me in Mexico, and I'm scared of bees. I'm allergic to them. So, but if you look
yeah,
at what it means, bees mean a lot when they land on you. People just think, oh, it's just a bee. They trying to sting me. Nah, man, that's it. The universe is connected to everything, man. So if a bee land on you and it's not trying to sting you, it's a message, man. You just gotta look past the animal and look at the. Don't judge the messenger. Look at the message. You know what I mean? So.
yeah, yeah. Even with the deer, they said that when they approach you, that means that you want to give unconditional love or something like that, or
Yeah,
you
word.
need to heal. You know, something about I forgot how they said the second part, but the main part I saw was like you want to give unconditional love, and it's like, yo, that's what I do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just can't give it to everybody. That's why I'm so reserved because I give love to people that and it's not like, oh, when I see a person, I feel some type of way towards them. I'm judging them. It's just like, yo, I'm at peace. You're not at peace. I need you to just like, go on your journey, get started on your spiritual journey, understand what you're going through so you can actually fix it, tap in, you know what I'm saying? Those are the
Right.
terms and conditions of like dealing with me. Cause like I said, like we I don't want zombies around me. I want everybody to be on the same level. It's like it's not about the money, it's about the peace, man. Because that peace is different. It feels so good to wake up and just be like, yo, I love my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And you
word.
got different bull crap happening around. You might hear like 50 gunshots across the street from you. You're like, ah, what a beautiful day. You know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate, but what a beautiful day. You know, hopefully we could get control of that shooting stuff, but you know, it feels great to be alive, you know?
I know.
And that's what, you know, I had people on YouTube need to practice, you know what I'm saying? That's why I had to fall back, bro, because it's like, yo, I don't care about what anybody's talking about on here. Live legitimately, you know what I'm saying? The only person that cared about, you know, what content wise with you, and then you wasn't on it no more like that. And I'm like, you know what, it's over, bro. I'm about to fall back and just do my research and get things developed.
Yeah, we're gonna get back on it though. We're back on it
Yeah.
though, bro. Me and the wife and shit like that, we made a promise to each other. Like that's why we're gonna go again tonight at 6 o'clock. So have your friend join and shit like that. Cause my phone about to die and shit. Like 'cause I'm in the car, but have your friend join and shit like that. Cause we're gonna try. If that's if you're not at work or nothing like that, but we're gonna try to do it around at 6 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when people get off
Yeah, I
work and
can get
shit
off
like
at
that.
7:30 though. I get off at 7. I could probably still tap in at 6 though. I just
Yeah,
put the
yeah, you know
phone
what I
in my
mean?
pocket and have it, you know, put my headphones on.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's gonna be another build and shit like that. We're gonna build like, and we like doing this because it gives us something to research before we give to the people. So right now we want to build up our relationship. That must mean we got to get a platform situated so that helps us even connect. You know what I mean? As couples, you know what I mean. So when you do things together like that, it builds the team, the team more stronger. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's good that you came through and shit like that because the universe sent you for a reason. You see what I'm saying? So we definitely want to use that for something, you know what I mean? Because everybody don't deserve to be over here, even though it's open for anybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, everybody doesn't, you know, and I'm glad you brought that up because it was like that's what I had to take accountability for. Like with my past previous channels, I was too welcoming, you know, because I wasn't like trying to play a side, but that hurt me in the long run because my journey, you know, I'm trying to get like-minded people around so I could learn. Because that was my, you know, I'm always trying to learn, but I was more focused on what people had to say, right? And then you
Yeah,
got people talking about irrelevant stuff and trying to, you know, can't have that, you know.
I know.
So
Can you hear me?
yeah, man.
Yeah, I hear you, babe.
Oh no, I was just making sure because I put my headset on. I'm trying to learn
All
how to
right.
put this together.
Yeah, but I'm about to wrap this up though, because we got 2 hours. So my shit about to die on y'all, nigga. My shit on at 4%.
It's
You know what I
different
mean?
when we on a computer than the phone. So
I know, but
Yeah,
all I gotta do
yeah,
is
it
charge
is.
my shit up though. Once I charge my shit up on the dawn, we be ready for the night. My shit
yeah,
be
with the
100%.
computer's
You know what I
better.
mean? But we
Yeah,
definitely gonna Hey yo, Ron Cross, I appreciate you coming through, bro. Word, man. Word.
yeah, man. You know, it's always a pleasure, man. It was good talking to you. It's good talking to y'all, man.
Yeah,
You know, I
blessing,
needed
bro.
that. You know, just talking to some like-minded people because it's kind of rare with that. You already know.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Word.
man.
Be nice to the deer out there if you see him again.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't try to hurt me, but yeah. But all right, peace and blessings to y'all, man. I'm gonna check
Peace
y'all
and blessings,
later.
man. Yeah, definitely, bro.
Salute to the chat. I ain't really look at the chat, but salute to the chat if you did. You know.
Yeah, salute to the ones that there and not gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, Brody.
All right,
And I see
blessings,
you,
King.
sis. All right.
Please.
Yeah, you know, man.
You
What is
gotta
it?
go feed the squirrels out there, but you know how you messing with the squirrels,
Yeah, I gotta record them niggas too. You know what I mean? We've been on this shit 2 hours, man.
especially the
This is
ones
a
in the
this
front.
this is a good start, man. We on here 2 hours, man. That's a good start for the algorithm. That's a good start for the you know what I mean? Just for the algorithm itself, getting the hours and everything else like that, and as well as getting information out there. But like I said, I know people right now watching now, but they probably gonna watch later. You know what I mean? We definitely gonna come back. At 6, we're gonna make a schedule and post to let people know probably around 5 o'clock. We give them an hour to get situated. You know
Yeah,
what I
because
mean?
you can set it up to let people know because you almost
Mhm.
monetized anyway. I
I
don't know
know.
why you don't put that because your channel's gonna be doing a lot. So definitely gotta
But
stay
I
more
mean,
committed on that.
it's gonna be our channel, you know what I mean? Cause we a team, so we're gonna work on it. We're gonna get stuff situated like that. But like I said, but we're gonna like it's gonna be 2 hours. I know people don't like long ass video, watching no 3 hour video. You know what I mean? Especially now, if this was on with something like that, and it was a lot of people different. You know what I mean? But we're gonna work on that too. You know what I mean? Cause if y'all can't see us there, today, but y'all can see us somewhere else for today, then go over there and subscribe there so you don't miss. You know what I mean? That's why
Yeah,
people say if you don't want to miss what we're doing, subscribe here so you don't miss no content that we're doing. So you know what I mean? So it's gonna be the same thing. Right now we're working on our content. She's getting her stuff situated. You're gonna see her game and stuff, and it's fire. A lot of people, even my man said it this morning, like, yo, that shit. He said, I seen a lot of games, but just the way y'all got it is fire. You know what I mean? Because it just matched the room. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know what I mean? So we're gonna show a little bit of things, you know what I mean? Work on Patreons, work on more personal vlogging. Like you see more like, you know what I mean? Like when the kids come home, shit like that, you know what I mean? We want to really make people want
like
to have a
24-hour
family.
streams. That's something
Yeah.
that I want to work on. It's
You know
just
what I mean?
getting people don't understand. I was doing research yesterday. It takes a lot of time and money when you really want to start like streaming and just a lot with this online stuff. It's a lot. It's more than just putting your phone up. So that's what we've been trying to work on as well. So
We're gonna get it right though. Because it's I mean it's in us to be right. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to get left. So we definitely gonna keep y'all in tune, man. Love everybody, man. Salute to Rome Cross for coming up here, even reaching out, man. That means a lot to us, you know what I mean? Even as what we go through as people, you know what I mean? It's always good to have people, like he said, like-minded or good people just in general, you know what I mean? That means a lot to us. But peace and blessings to everybody came, man. I always tell people live, love, and learn, man. Life is a journey, not a destination. Salute to the goddess, you know what I mean? Salute to the one and only, you know what I mean? The one that even got me on this path, you know what I mean? But you know, it's all love, man. If you want to say something before I hit the button.
no, I was just listening to what you were saying because you said Rune Cross, but he changed his name to Soul Walker. So sometimes it's like when people
Oh
go
yeah,
through
Soul Walker.
transformation, like
Soul Walker.
you don't know if that's how they want to be addressed moving
Yeah.
because honestly, that goddess Nigel, like I don't feel comfortable associating with that anymore. I just haven't changed it, but it's a lot that comes with this transformation. I just want to be able
That's a
to
fact.
let everybody's welcome, but everybody's not welcome to stay. Put it like that. So we do have a lot of different platforms. You will be seeing like 24-hour streams and stuff, but a lot of stuff is just not going to be tolerated at all. So,
That's a
like
fact.
I said, everybody's welcome, but everybody's not welcome to stay. And I don't know. I think we had a nice live.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think so
We
too.
about to listen. It took me a minute to even know which thing to put to plug up my headphones because I couldn't hear you. Then I heard two people talking because I got two windows open. So just, you know, having this information and knowledge to get this stuff situated, it's not funny, babe.
It's a lot.
I'm gonna beat Ty up later too because he wanna, you know, the game that you're building. People don't understand the technology and the information that you have as far as building things because everything right now is like technology. Even if it's on your spiritual journey, it's technology. It's so much that's connected with that we can talk about at a later time. So right now we'll probably end this because we gotta go feed these squirrels out here.
I've been looking for him. I don't see him. It's too. I guess
Well, I
it's
see
too.
the one in the front. I don't know. It's a few of them, but you know the one that mess with you because he'll come up to you outside when you go outside.
It's the one in front.
No, I seen the squirrel across the street, but there's a couple of them that
Yeah,
run
they ready.
around across the street. But you'll know the one that mess with you because once you throw the food out, he'll come right up to the door.
Yeah, I know.
But
Get
yeah,
my
I
ass
said I
out this
think
damn
we're gonna learn
car.
to, huh?
Somebody get my ass out this car. I'm hungry, that motherfucker. You hear me? God.
It's getting warm.
And it's getting nice outside. I'm gonna take this goddamn military Russian vest off.
But definitely, what we'll start to do though, he'll definitely start posting. What you do is like reminders or like what do they call it?
Schedule plan, like
Schedule plan. Yeah, schedule of when we'll be going live.
Schedule.
Schedule. What is it? A planner? A planner schedule?
Let me get my ass out. Sheesh, stretch these legs and make some eggs. You hear me? What? Nice outside. Look at that. Beautiful outside, man.
That's nice.
Sheesh, about to take a walk. You want to walk to get heaven?
Yeah, it ain't time for. I'm hungry right now, though.
I know. I'm saying later we can walk to that. But love y'all, man. I'm out of here, man.
Peace.